Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Foot Takeover. Welcome to Twitch. Welcome to X. Welcome to what is going to be an interesting show, I'm sure. But we'll get onto that shortly. Let's sort out this camera situation as well. There we go. That's better. We have got Neil with us. How you doing, Neil?
Yeah, I mean, I was having a pretty good day, to be fair, up until very, very recently. But I'm sure we'll dive into that in a minute. Hope everyone else as well. OG, Dylan, obviously Bobby. I hope you guys are all well. And welcome everyone in the chat. Although I don't really want to be looking at that chat right now because I'm guessing there's going to be some fiery things being said.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to ignore the chat for now anyway, because I know I'm going to get pelters, and that's fine. But like I always said, it's 99.9%. Until they're literally signed, and everyone was adamant that this would happen, but we'll get into him shortly. PB, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, everybody. You know what I mean? It's been a good day, good week. Just you see, the thing is, with what the news has just come up, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, yeah, okay, but there's better out there, but are we going to get them? That's the thing.
Yeah. And finally, Dill, how you doing, Dill?
I'm doing very well. It is what it is. Look, everyone just needs to forget about it. It is. There's other players out there. We support the team, not the player. And that's just it. So he goes there, whatever. That's it. You know what I mean? So we get on to now who the next target is. You know what I mean? There's no point of like reminiscing of what's after happening. Things happen in transfers like that. Bobby's always said it's 99.9. There's no point of being angry, take over. It's a player. Players come and go. So be it. And that's just it.
I think I agree with that. I think obviously waiting to hear what Bobby has to say on it, what's gone wrong, or what could have gone wrong. I think will ease some of the supporters. I think
I guarantee it won't.
No, it won't.
No, it won't. Yeah, it definitely.
Look, Bobby, I've been here like before you started doing the football takeover on the old channel. I've done videos with you. I was last season. I was the biggest crasher merchant you'll ever see over the Jokeris and Sesko thing. Every single day I was, why isn't it happening? Why isn't it happening? Why isn't it happening? You guided us. You told us about Eze weeks before it happened. You told us about Jokeris. You explained everything to us. People aren't going to believe it. Ah, well, that's their choice. Whatever. You're here to guide us. So, guide us in the right direction. Obi-Wan.
Well, I'm going to try, mate, but I haven't got much good news tonight, I'll be honest. So, be prepared for that. However, we have got a little bit of good news before we get into the bad news. And before we get into the transfers for the men's as well, we'll be talking a little bit about the women's shortly. But first, we have to do this. Welcome, Isabella Dam, to the Arsenal. 18-year-old, highly respected young goalkeeper, so I do expect her to do great things at the Arsenal. And my biggest bonus is Sinsberger's no longer at the Arsenal, so I'm happy about that. That's unfortunately she has gone to Dortmund, which just annoys me. Because why do they have to keep going to my other teams? Like, they can't just get off the face of the planet for me. Go to Munich or something. But anyway, got one more. And Baum is also at the Arsenal. Look, we've still got one more that should be signing, and she should be another goalkeeper. And then there is a plan to get one more winger in, one more midfielder, and one defender. Now, the way that the women's transfer window works is very different to the men's, so bear that in mind. There's a big, massive business at the beginning of the window, then it slowly trickles into drips throughout the window, and then it ends with a bang when the window closes. So bear that in mind. But Arsenal are still trying to get at least 4. I do think we'll get 2, but I don't think 4 will be the number personally, because no club in any football world has a perfect window. Perfect window, we want 4 more, but I think we only get 2 personally. I think we get 1 more goalkeeper, and I'm hoping, me personally, I want a centre back, but I've got a feeling we'll get another forward in. Parallelo still hasn't made a decision, so everyone's waiting. There's loads of clubs that have offered her a deal, so hopefully she chooses Arsenal. God knows what that is outside. Yeah, whatever that noise was. But yeah, so that's how that works. Right, let's talk about the men's. We are going to do this for position by position, so bear that in mind. We'll start with goalkeeper. Kepa could still possibly leave. I don't know if we're replacing him. That's my slight concern. There's no conversations happening with any other goalkeeper at this present moment in time, but it does look like Kepa could still leave, which panics me, because I'll be honest, I don't want Meslier as the second goalkeeper. And I got a feeling Jack Porter may be promoted as third goalkeeper to let Setford leave on loan, because we do have great hopes for Setford. And Setford hopefully will be, not saying number 1, but at least number 2. Well, I'll be honest, Movie Hob. I'll be honest. There's worse to come before we talk about Rodgers, and I'm not that bothered by Rodgers. You'll understand why in a bit. So yeah, that's the goalkeeper. Any questions on the goalkeeping front, gentlemen?
I mean,
yeah, go on, you can go, Dotty.
Sorry, mate. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Like, we need to pull our fingers out, right? Like if Kepa goes, my understanding was we were always bringing the French dude in to give our number 3 some time away on loan. But if Kepa's going, we've got to replace, surely.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping as well. The only thing is with Kepa is Kepa has been offered a quite a good deal to stay in the Premier League by another Premier League team, so I'm hoping he turns it down, because I'll be honest right now, I'd rather him stay. He's not the greatest goalkeeper in the world, but he's a decent 2, better than Meslier. I'll be honest, I don't want to see Meslier ever. He gives me Richard Wright vibes. I'll be honest, and that's nothing to do with that he was Ipswich Town. Richard Wright was a dodgy goalkeeper, very much like who else we had? Manone, dodgy. Alex Meninga was all right to a degree, a little bit dodgy now and then. Who was the other one? Who else we had? I'm not even going to go with Runnison. No one's as bad as Runnison.
No.
God.
Who was the other one we had? Oh, there was another one. Wasn't Ospina.
Oh my God, Ospina. He was all right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He had spells.
Yeah, exactly. He had spells, but he was a goalkeeper. Shouldn't just have spells.
What was that fella's name? Monet, was it?
Manone.
Yeah, him. Yeah.
He was
Oh my
dodgy.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Maybe we
God.
just can't sign goalkeepers. Like,
I am quite. I'll be honest. I'm not the greatest fan of goalkeepers, other than David Seaman. Oh, and Mooney was awful as well. Jesus, we've had some shockers. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Other than David Seaman, Luke Kitch, Lehman. I like Lehman. I'll be honest, I quite like Leno. He just didn't suit our style of play, to be fair. Ramsdale, I quite like Ramsdale, and I like Raya. So there is some I actually do like, but our number 2s tend to be pretty shit. But
it's
yeah,
never easy getting a number 2, is it, Bobby?
It's not, no. You need to sit in the right position. Oh, you mean right, goalkeeping number 2. Sorry, I thought you were about having a number 2.
Goalkeeping number 2, yeah.
About having a number 2.
Best job.
It's never easy. It's never
It's
easy.
the best job ever. You literally get paid to sit on your ass.
It's the hardest position to get.
Well, for Scott Carson, it's the
hardest
best
position to
life
get.
ever.
Yeah. That's true.
Carson's got how many Premier League titles? Ridiculous.
Seriously, yeah.
Fabianski wasn't too bad, in all fairness, but I wouldn't rely on him, if I'm being honest. Right, let's move on to what is going to be a horrible talking point. The right back position, I'll be honest. It's not looking good for Ben White. I've got an injury report, and he's out for longer. It's looking like mid-August, which is a big.
Why is this geezer holidaying, like walking around suntanning? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know, but currently
he's rehab.
It looks like we've got an issue with Ben White, which is going to be a problem. I think that's why you're seeing Arsenal strongly linked with first-style defenders, which I guarantee will sign a first-style defender.
If we sign Konza now, I'm not joking.
I'll be honest. I will be swearing my head off because I don't want Konza anywhere near my club. I'll be honest. I think he's so overrated. It's ridiculous.
Villa go bust.
Fair enough.
I don't mind Lacroix. He's better than Konza, in my opinion. Lacroix can play right back as far as I'm aware. I haven't seen him do it too often though, but I'm pretty sure he can. But I personally think we'll get 2 defenders in. I think we need to. Timber should be okay. I don't mind John Stones, I'll be honest. He's a free agent. I think it's
Is it looking likely?
Well, we've spoken to him.
I don't. Go on, sorry, Bobby.
What are you going to say on high wages?
Yeah.
I don't know what he was on at City, to be honest, mate. The problem with freebies is they do want a big deal, and this will be his last contract, really. Let's be honest, because he's 30-something, 32. So it's his last. I'll say technically he might be on the 150 mark of being 32. But I suppose if he wanted to, if Saudi were interested, then that's money making for him, innit? That's the thing. I think we might get 2 defenders.
Chris's comment. Ben White is playing Madge from Benidorm for the new series. That made me smile, Chris. That made me smile.
Wild Child, I agree. Look, I don't like Konza at all. I think he's so overrated. I don't get it, personally. But it unfortunately does fall in the category of what Arteta likes. He's tall, he's strong, he's versatile. I don't like it. I'm definitely not paying anywhere above 50 million for the dude. So not for me. I personally, if we get Mavropanos, I have no issues with Mavropanos personally. I think he was one of those players I never want. Yeah, we sold him. We don't have a sell-on clause before anyone asks, or buyback, because he was sold and then they sold again, so we've lost that. I think we sold him to a German team, didn't we, Bren?
To Mavropanos?
Yeah, didn't we sell him to a German team?
Stuttgart.
There we go, Stuttgart, and then Stuttgart sold him to West Ham. So we don't
we
have
sold
any...
him for 2 million, I think it was.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah. I remember because I think I was on the other channel at the time when we sold Mavropanos, and I did think it's one we're going to regret because he looks a good defender. I wouldn't say he's fantastic, he's not, but he's good, and he's good enough for me.
Yeah, he's good. He does the job.
He does exactly. He's just a tin of Ronsil. It just does the job. No.
I wouldn't want him.
Why would you not want him?
Because he scored a goal against us down.
Oh, bloody hell.
I'm very salty
All right, let's ignore that bit. Do you think he's good enough?
Honestly, look at this day. Look, our back four, right? Well, you can say back five because Calafiori and Nkapie always interchange. You never know who Atlanta's going to play now. But you're fully fit, it's always going to be Timber, Saliba, Gabriel. And then it could be Calafiori or Nkapie, depending on the game, it seems to be, right? I don't really care who comes in as backup. We know Mascara's there as a backup. And now if all the counts are right, Ben White's going to be staying, so he's going to be Timbers. I don't care really who comes in because they're not going to play week in, week out. They're only there for a League Cup game or an FA Cup game against a lower opposition. Or an injury in a sense. So if it is John Stones or whoever, so be it. I know they're not going to play in the Premier League and they're not going to play in the Champions League or the later stages of the Champions League. So it makes no odds to me. I'm easy either way.
Yeah, I think Mavropanos actually helps us with the UEFA rule that Alex has been on about for quite a while as well. Because I think he was with us for like 4 years, so I think he actually falls within the bracket where we can use him as a club trained player. So that would make sense as well to help us out in that area. We're not that bothered, to be honest, because we've got Lewis Skelly, Waneri, Saliba, and we've got someone else, I think. Oh no, we haven't got anyone else because Martinelli hopefully does piss off. So yeah, I suppose Mavropanos would fill that slot, so that's fine. I don't want Mava to come back. Well, we've got to buy someone, people, and I'll be honest, there isn't much choice out there, especially for what we're basically looking for as a low fee. We don't want to be paying a lot. I know Elijah has obviously signed up for us, but he's not ready for this kind of ask. He's only 18. He's only just left Scum, which means you're going to have to clean him for at least 2 years to get all that scummy stuff off. So he won't be ready. So, yeah. We'll move on to... Well, that's kind of covered the right back and centre back position. So we'll move on to left back. Don't rule out a set... Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah, sorry. No, it's just I know you've mentioned like Mavropanos and John Stones and stuff. But is there like an older profile? This is just off the top of my head. Like say Marquinhos from PSG that's willing just to come in for a season. No, I know. I'm just using it. I'm just thinking he'd be the older
I know
profile.
we've spoken to LVD from Gladbach. He would be probably around 10 million because I think he's 29. I like him. So that's an option. I wouldn't have an issue with that. It's just I am slightly concerned with the defence situation because I know we're not close to anybody right now, which worries me because I do think we're a little bit light. Saliba, from what I've been told by Flo, is going to be a managed injury next season.
I think. I think
we're not going to be pushing him too much. That means not game out, which I think, if we remember correctly, has happened with Ledley King over the years. John Stones also is another one actually who's been managed, the injury managed. So, yeah, I'm a little bit concerned that we're not getting a little bit closer to this. But we'll wait and see. Left back, don't rule out a weird signing because I can see it happening. That will piss people off again, I'm sure. Just don't forget, we are not always here to please. Arsenal do not care about that. What they care about is getting the people in that they want.
Right, okay, so...
And it sounds like they're going to arrest Andrea right now for the Rodgers situation. But I promise you, Arsenal have done the right thing. But we'll talk about Rodgers shortly.
Yeah, so a left back comes in, Bobby, right?
Yes.
Let's be real, right? Arteta loves defenders, honestly.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
But we bring a left back in. So that there literally... Like, I don't see the need for another defender to come in if you bring a left back in, like an out and out left back, like an overlapping left back, say, right?
Right.
Because you have Nkapie that can play centre back, and you have Calafiori that can play centre back, and then you also have Timber and Ben White that can play centre back. I know they don't play it now, but they can do it.
I see what you're saying, but we need two players for each position. If you're using like 5 players for covering 4 positions, you're playing a huge risk. So we would like another left back because Lewis Skelly is obviously going into midfield, which means we don't have a left back now because you've got Gabriel, Calafiori, and Cape covering 2 positions. We're 1 player short. So unless we get a versatile fullback, which I think is the most likely, because like Jed Spence versatile. Livramento, versatile. Who else have we spoken to, the fullback wise? Can't think of the top. I've spoken to a left back in the name of Svensson from Dortmund.
Yes.
He is just a left back. We've spoken to Fresneda, who obviously can play right and left. So, yeah, someone crashing out in the car. Look, honestly, once we get there, you might kind of go, "Oh well, fuck it." That's how I feel at the moment. Is fuck it.
Yeah, I'm like it.
We'll get onto that shortly.
I think Dottie's a little bit about to go. Ah!
No, it's not that. I just thought I would put that in the chat.
It's just one of those. Look, I'll be honest, Neil. That's not going to help. That's not going to help.
I've been itching to do it. I've been itching.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Right, let's move on.
Thanks, Neil.
Right. Let's move into midfield. Norgard will leave, and obviously, as long as everything goes according to plan, Bruno. And I'm saying it like that now because that's the best way of saying it. As long as everything goes according to plan, a certain Brazilian joins us. But yeah, what happened this morning wasn't a major shock, but it was quite a shock. Yeah, we'll get onto that very shortly. So yeah, Norgard should leave, and we should get at least one midfielder. Don't be surprised if another one comes in, but we'll see. So let's quickly move on from him because it doesn't really need to talk about. I'm going to guess everyone just wants to talk about Rodgers. Now, first things first, we're going to skip the Rodgers talk for a moment. I think this has quite a big significance regarding Odegaard. I think Odegaard stays, and that causes a problem. Odegaard stays, we have a problem. Now, regarding Rodgers, I know full well that it was £12 million that we agreed with Villa for Rodgers. £12 million less. Yeah, 105. 105 was the package. Now, when it came to structure, they wanted a bit more than we were willing to pay up front. Now, the way that Chelsea have done it, they've done it 117 million over 7 years, which I fucking hate, these 7 years. I can swear that FIFA were trying to change the rule on this because it is only meant to be a 5-year contract. It's always been a 5-year contract until Chelsea found a fucking loophole.
So Bobby, because I read somewhere that Villa were a little bit pissed off with our tactics of approach.
No.
Is there any truth in that?
No. They were fine. All it was the structure. The structure just broke down. And this unfortunately does happen. And what we weren't expecting, I'll be honest, was a £117 million bid from Chelsea, who haven't really got the money.
How are they doing it?
I don't know. This needs to be looked into, and I'm sure it will be looked into. Unless they know that they're selling someone of a high value, I can't see how they're doing this. Because they have no Europe. They have no Europe, do they?
No.
But I thought SCR's coming into the Premier League as well.
No, they don't.
Yeah, but what have I told you about Tottenham?
Okay, Tottenham get a year to get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Chelsea have been dodgy for the last how many years?
But is it a thing? Is it a thing where they're saying, right, let's get Rodgers in for £117 million or whatever, and say let's just take the slap on the wrist if we have to pay 20 million to get out of trouble, we pay the 20 million, because that's what they've done before.
But why don't we do that? I'm not being funny. I
understand where you're coming from. Yeah,
right now, Bobby. And I think I speak for a lot of the people watching as well.
Mm.
If it's 12 million quid, right? And I know it's 12 million quid, and I know Berta has his amount that he'll pay and the amount that he won't pay. But surely we're not acting like champions, wanting to go and win the league again, when if he is our number one target, which I believe he has been all summer. Why are we sitting there and not paying the extra 12 million? Like we've got the money. We have the money.
We still penny pinching.
Yeah, but that is a good point.
No, mate, I'm serious, because if you want to be taken as an elite football club where you want all the big players to come to you, you may have to pay 12 million quid more. You may have to do that. We know English tax. We know everything. They did say that they wanted to have the same amount or more than what Anderson was. So why, if he's our number one, look, I'm not bothered about Rodgers because I think we can get someone better. But what I'm saying is we're not acting as though we're a big club. And is this Berta's?
100%.
Is this Berta not knowing or not getting the job done that he should be getting done, or is it Berta going, I will not overpay, done, we walk away?
Yeah. It's
So my
literally, he will not overpay for nobody. Now, I know our value for Rodgers was not £100 million. I believe it was 90 something. I can't remember the exact number. 90 something, I think. So we overpaid. Well, we were going to overpay by a little bit. He's not paying an extra 12 million quid on top of it.
But I think my worry with that is, Bobby, is, you know, the market value is different this season. So what I'm saying is, if that's your number one target, you're not letting him go. You're not letting him go to a direct rival. You know, surely if that's your number one target, you're going, right, what do you want? Okay, we're not putting him on a 7-year contract, so we're not going to pay you over 7 years. We'll pay you over 5 years, but we want to do it for 110 million or 107 million. You know, that's what I mean. As a businessman, that's what I would do. That's what I would go and look at. Movie Hub, mate, you're completely entitled to your opinions, my man. If you don't want to be in this chat, you more than happily don't have to be.
Just make sure you can do.
You know, let's not call people frauds and stuff. I think if you don't want to be here, don't be here, mate. It's as simple as that.
Exactly.
This is what
I was
happens.
trying to stay calm. Now. I was about to snap, but I kind of
no, hang on. This is what happens in transfers, mate. You don't want to be here. Get out the chat. It's as simple as that, mate. Sorry.
Adios.
100%.
Like that.
100%.
Sorry, Bobby. Carry on, mate.
No, it's fine,
That's
mate.
just my opinion, if I'm honest.
Yeah, look, like I said, there was a certain limit that we weren't going to go over. We went to 105, just slightly above 100, which is what I told Neil about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I said just slightly over 100 million. That's the whole package,
and I worked out roughly.
And it was a lump sum with add-ons, which would have taken it just over 100 million. Now I got a feeling Chelsea's. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen exactly what the breakdown is, but I guarantee there's not much add-ons in that. So I reckon it's sort of the minimum package is probably at 100. I reckon easy, and then with a little bit of add-on. That's what I reckon. I haven't seen it yet. I bet that's what it is. It's 100 with add-ons, and it's way too much for us because 117 million pounds, I'll be honest, is ridiculous.
It's way too much for Rodgers, mate.
And I've got a horrible feeling this has a.
Sorry, but I think
it's
an 80 million pound player. I really do. I don't think he's even more than that. I'd happily go 70, 75 million pound player if I'm honest.
Yeah. And I think if what I think's happened happens, and I think Odegaard stays, I think we're doomed. I really do. Yeah. That's what I think has happened. I haven't heard that is the situation with Odegaard.
Do you think that's part of why we've pulled out of it?
Yeah, not that we've pulled out. We were trying to get the structure in, and that was the stumbling block. And you know, unfortunately, that's the final part of the puzzle, is the structure. And I got a feeling, because I know the teams that have spoken to Odegaard aren't the teams that he wants to go to. There's one in Turkey, and there was a shitty one in Italy. There's no Bayern Munich. There's no Atletico Madrid. They were the two teams I think he would have gone, yes, lovely. And Chris, I'll be honest, if Odegaard stays for definite, I'll be pissed off. Because we need to upgrade from Odegaard. Odegaard is not an attacking midfielder. He's not a creative midfielder. I don't care what he's done at the World Cup, because I'm seeing loads of people literally send me shit about, look how many assists he got. I couldn't give a flying fuck. There's two good players in the Norwegian team.
Oh, God.
He's a couple of assists. An assist here and there.
Do we know if Rodgers is starting?
He's had an amazing World Cup. He's had an amazing World Cup.
Happens to him.
So I think there's two reasons for this situation that has occurred. I think Odegaard's now going to stay. and I think they just overpaid by a long way. But that's up to Chelsea. Chelsea can pay what the fucking hell they like. Arsenal, we've got bigger things to do. We've got much more bigger things to do. So I'm not concerned. And there is a reason, and I've always said this, there's a reason why we are being specific about the amount we pay for people. There's a reason behind it. And I can't tell you more than that, but there is reasons behind it. And hopefully, in August, you'll see what I'm on about. And I'm not going to pay an extra 12 million quid for someone to then fuck up another deal. If that makes sense. Because if that 12 million then fucks us up over another deal, then is it really worth it? No, not really.
You see, the thing is as well, right? Is that like I know you've said to us that Rodgers was coming in, and it wasn't a thing as that he was coming in as a left winger or they were signing left wingers out and out. It was wide forwards. Yeah, right. Now, right, obviously Rodgers is gone. Chelsea, whatever. Right, move on. Yeah. Right? Who was the next alternative to him? Is it Barcola?
No, or because that's a separate. I always said that's a separate profile because the dream was to have Rodgers as the 10.
Yeah,
and someone else as the left. Well, as much as I don't want to say it, but the left-handed side of the forward, so basically a left winger. But he's not going to be just a left winger because he's going to be versatile and all that kind of crap. Because Rodgers could have pulled out to the left and the person that's on the left, and then that was the dream. But currently, it's not looking much of a dream. It's more like a fucking nightmare.
Right. That's right. But let's say in this argument, right, that. Not argument, but let's say in this scenario that Odegaard was staying anyway, no matter what. If we agreed the structure with Aston Villa, he comes in, right, and we paid £110 million for him.
Yep.
You're gonna have to bench Odegaard anyway, because there's no way you spend £110 million and leave Rodgers on the bench, or sign a Barcola or an Alvarez and to play them out on the left and say, oh well, hang on, we have to play Odegaard, but we spent 140 million on you. So hang on, how do we get around this? And that's the thing. So who comes in now as a left attacking wide forward or whatever? Who's the alternative, Bobby? Like would it like
the alternative to Rodgers? There is only one. He does play in the Premier League, and I hope that we now pivot to him. I'll let you know by next weekend because hopefully we're going to pivot to him. And I have no issues with that guy either, if that is what we go for. The problem that I have, and I'll be honest, I'm with SJB here. Odegaard is an 8, not a 10. We need an attacking midfielder because as a scenario, this is a big if. If it's Odegaard, Saka, say Alvarez and Gyökeres, that doesn't excite me as much, I'll be honest. It's like, because Odegaard doesn't do fast. He doesn't always go forward. He likes to go sideways, backwards, and fucking to the corner shop to go and get some fucking monster.
But Bobby, can I say something before you go on?
Yes, mate.
Can I say something, right? What I'm not looking forward to the next season if Odegaard remains, but he's in Arteta's circle of trust. And what if we get an Odegaard that turns it on like he did 3 years ago? I'm all for it. But what we're going to see next season, I don't want to see this, is if he will probably start ahead of likes of your Dowmans, your Eze's, Waneri, for example. Since what you told us about Waneri the other day, those 3 players for me are ballers, and I'd rather have them ahead of Odegaard in terms of how they work. Eze, I love Eze, but he does frustrate me. He doesn't always work hard enough. But he's a moment's player. But I want to see him work harder next season. If he loses the ball, let's get that ball back in 4 seconds, not just I've lost the ball and done. I don't like that part of Eze's game. I don't like it at all. But what I'm trying to say is, to summarise with this, and then go on, obviously, is that if Odegaard's not performing, he will still get selected. That's my worry. That is my concern.
Oh, mate, I'm in total agreement. I haven't changed my fault on a certain Spaniard at our club, even though we've won the title, because I know what his problem is, and it is sticking with people that are out of form, which I'll be honest is dangerous, and can hurt you. And I'll be honest, there were certain times last season where we were a little bit lucky, and we were lucky with some games. That probably won't be the case next season. So we've got to make sure we're not doing that again. But I'm with a lot of people are saying about Gibbs White. I personally would love to move to Gibbs White personally.
Is that the player you're on about that with Pivotal?
I'm not allowed to say the other player. But if Gibbs White was the player, I have no issues with that whatsoever. I like him. Obviously, I might be a little bit biased due to the fact he's a Wolves player, but he does work hard. And he's also played at the Championship level, so he's got that grit about him, which I personally think is important for midfielders. I
think, like, who else in that position that plays like, obviously not like Rodgers, but like who like. This is just me kind of thinking out loud, like, you know what I mean?
No,
but you
it's
say
all right, mate.
Play in the Prem.
I just think if Odegaard was to stay, I think it's the biggest mistake of our summer. That's just it's not me hating on Odegaard because he is a good player. He just doesn't fit our system. I understand what Connor's saying, but what happened this morning? It went from green to red very quickly.
But that's another thing. How did that get so like done like that? But it took weeks for us because of the World Cup and blah blah blah. But within the space of a day, he's gone to Chelsea and have a medical.
Chelsea have what I call a unit as negotiators. They don't have an Andrea Berta. They have a team, and I wouldn't say that they're the cleanest of people. I think they're a little bit dodgy, personally. I've never been the greatest fan of Chelsea, as everyone knows. But they have certain ways of doing things. And trust me, everything will be looked into thoroughly to make sure that they have followed every rule possible. Because I know full well they weren't talking to him for a very long time. The last time they spoke to him was, I think, before he signed his new contract. Which was back in November last year. They have not spoken to him since, so I don't know where that's all come from. And obviously, what I was saying yesterday, conversations was being done on it's just come out of the blue. This has just shocked everybody. But these are transfers; they happen sometimes. And like I said yesterday, sometimes a transfer can be literally in white, and within 24 hours, signed, sealed, delivered. Social joins. Chelsea do get shit done. They never mess about. I think the problem we have is, and I'll be honest, it's again another little bit of a kick at Arteta here. Arteta is too involved. I don't like it. Xabi Alonso gave a list to what he wants. Now I know Xabi Alonso. I know his first choice, and he got turned down for the first choice, and he plays at Real Madrid. And I'm guessing that's where he's pivoted to, because the Chelsea target was never going to happen. So he's gone right. Okay, let's really piss someone else off. I think that's.
Do you think now, Bobby, that we kind of showed our hand a little bit, as in like
we try to keep our I think what shouldn't have happened was we shouldn't have shown our hand so early. With certain areas, because I do think that has hurt us, especially Martinelli. I think this is what's taken Martinelli so long to fick off, because we kind of played that card a bit early, because I think a lot of people were adamant that Trossard would be the one that stays and Martinelli would be the one that goes. But I always said it was going to be both. Obviously Trossard's now gone, being replaced by Solis. And now Martinelli has a chance to go. I'll be surprised if he does stay, because he's got some great offers. Great clubs want him, which is fantastic. And it's not even a lot of money we're asking for, which is, again, I think the right thing to do. It tells us that we actually... Yeah, it's around the 50 million mark, which is not a lot. It's, I think you could quite easily do a comparison between Garnacho and Martinelli. They're both worth the same amount of money. Would you say they're about the same type of player? Probably. I think that's about right. Garnacho's decent. Martinelli's decent. About 50 million, perfect money. So, yeah, it's just one of those. These things happen. Has it pissed me off? Of course it has. But it's just one of those things. Now we have to pivot and hopefully we don't screw up the next one, because if we screw up the next one, then I will be in the crash out.
Chaz has just asked whether Bruno Guimaraes might be going to Chelsea. Do we know that?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Honestly, I will be in the crash out myself, guys. Don't forget, I'm guidance. If you think I don't get hurt by some of this myself, I am an Arsenal fan, guys. Would I have loved Morgan Rogers at Arsenal? Fuck yeah.
So
he's a West Midlands boy, of course I do.
But what's so look, Odegaard stays, whatever Martinelli goes, we have Zolis. Would Musiala be an option?
Musiala is definitely an option, yeah. I don't know how much he's. I wouldn't want to pay much for him though, because how much has he played over the last 2 years?
Yeah, a lot of injuries.
It's a big question mark on him. Big question mark on Musiala. But again, I would personally, if I'm Andrea, I'm phoning Bayern Munich. Look, we've got a really good Norwegian here. Fancy swapping him for a German. I'm all for it. Let Odegaard go to Bayern Munich, because that's one team he would happily play for. It's Bayern Munich, and we get Musiala. Absolutely no issues with that whatsoever. Yes,
just a
mate.
question.
Do I want to shoot myself?
Have you got any? Sorry, mate. I'm not gonna lie. There's not going to be some easy questions thrown at you tonight, mate. Is there any truth in the fact that we are now competing with Man United for Guimaraes?
No. No. I haven't heard anything regarding Man United, because Man United are moving on. They've already got Santos.
Yes.
They should be getting Kone. And I know that they're looking at Walton at the moment, along with Liverpool. So there's been no other pivot to Bruno. Bruno, unfortunately, has said exactly the same what Morgan said to us about coming to us. It does make me panic, I have to be honest, because I do question what the fuck is going through other people's minds. Because look, we monitor agent talk, we monitor player talk. I'm sure we're monitoring everything that we possibly can, and it's making me question what the fuck's going on here.
Oh, I have to put a little bit of that on Berta, mate. Like, he's got these relationships that he should be, and I'm not putting it all on Berta, because obviously things can happen. But I am going to put some of it on Berta.
For this one right now, looking at the structure would have been paid over 5 years, which is exactly the normal way that every single club pretty much does deals. Yes, agreed a small amount for the 85 million for the first payment, and then add-ons. Right, you split that over 5 years. Lovely jubbly, sorted. That's how business should work. Unfortunately, especially with Villa, City, Newcastle, and Chelsea, they all have their own little rules. You'll see it regarding voting with Premier League. They're always anti everything that any other club wants to do. So Villa like to have lump sums, Newcastle like to have lump sums, and City just like to break all rules possible. And Chelsea just do the 7-year bullshit. Now the 7-year contracts are a problem. Now if this would be where I would be worried. If Bruno was speaking to Chelsea, that's where I would worry. Any of our targets speak to Chelsea. That's why I was, when was it last weekend I mentioned Barcola to Chelsea? Yeah. That one would worry me, because I think that Chelsea would manage to get him because of this 7-year bullshit.
But they wouldn't get him now, would they?
Because at the moment, PSG aren't selling him, so until PSG say,
I really, really, really hope that Chelsea burn down, mate. I really do. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I don't even care. I don't even care if I get hate for it. It's such a horrible club.
They are.
I'm not talking about the fans. I'm not talking. Well, I mean they're horrible too, but I'm not talking about the fans.
I'm not talking about the horrible. They're horrible too.
I'm talking about the structure of that club. It's such a horrible club. In fact, it makes me feel dirty in my mouth talking about them, mate. Honestly.
So it's safe to say you've took the Rodgers news very well, Dotsy.
Mate, I wanted Rodgers. I'm not even going to lie about that. Like, I think Rodgers.
Yeah, I think we all did.
I think he would be
23 years old, fit the profile well, Dodsy.
23
years old.
I'm telling you now, I would have gone to 112 million for him because at 23, I think that's.
I've just noticed Talking Ball comment regarding Alvarez and Krupi. I'll be honest, if that's where we pivot, I've got absolutely no issues. I'll forget who Rodgers is.
I agree, Bobby, but I'm telling you now, Berta has to go big.
He has to, yeah.
Has to go
well,
big.
I know he's definitely trying to go big.
He's got to.
Our plan is still to spend near on 400 million. So,
but this is the thing.
If we're currently not spending 105 million, that's somewhere else we can spend it on now, surely.
Yeah. No, and I appreciate that, but I think and I'm sorry for jumping in, mate.
No, it's fine.
But I think for me, like we've got to act like champions in this transfer window.
Oh, I'm totally agreement.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have got to go out there and say, right, Madrid, you don't want to sell to Barcelona. We know that's what his heart lives. But hey, guess what? Life's a bitch. We'll give you 120 million for him. Let's just get the deal done. Just do it now. Or if there's a chance of Vinny Jr., I'm not saying there is, and personally we know that he's probably going to stay and get a new bigger contract. We get that. But if that's the case, we need to be going to Madrid and going, right, what do you want? What do you want?
Yeah.
We cannot be penny pinching. We're not that club anymore, Bobby. There's 700 and something million, 718 million we earned this season.
Exactly.
How much from Champions League? How much from this? How much from that? Josh Crump coming out saying, I'm going to back the boys. We can buy anyone we want. We've got the money. We can do this. Shh. Buy it. Don't talk. Or if you are going to talk, put your money where your mouth is. It's as simple as that. Put your money where your mouth is.
Here's a theory, just a theory, by the way. What if we went back in for Rodgers for 125 million quid? Would you be happy then?
No.
Why not?
I would have done it at 117. I would have done it. I would have done 112. 112 million. I would have been happy with that. It's what we're talking. 12 million quid above where we were. 117 million. Anything above 120 million, I would have walked away because that is the type of money I think we spend on Elise, or we spend that on Vinicius Jr. They are a league and a level above Morgan Rodgers, in my opinion. I think Morgan Rodgers is the level just below, and then I think you go to, we talk elite level, then you're talking Vinicius Jr., you're talking Mikel Elise, although he had a terrible final game, but Mikel Elise, you're talking those types of Mbappe, that top level. Now I've heard people say, Arsenal, we're probably not that top level yet. I hope that's a pile of BS, because I believe with the money I can see that's coming to the club and the profitability we're getting from that, we should be buying those players. We should be doing that, because if our CEO or our co-owner is coming out and saying, we see what the other teams are doing, we see what they're going to be doing, and we're going to match that, we're going to be up there. Well, dude, go out and buy these players. Let's not there's no World Cup excuses now. Well, okay, Alvarez there is until Sunday, but there's no World Cup excuses now. You go out, you get our targets, get it sorted better. That's your job, mate. Just do it. That's your job. Go and do it. Sorry, rant over.
No, it's okay.
No. You're sorry, Bobby. You don't mind me just having a little thing here. It's just I just can't wrap my head around even paying 117 million for. I don't see how you pay 105 million for. Now I many people know I'm Irish, right? So I don't get the whole English hype around him. I don't. I think he's a smashing player. Don't get me wrong. He's 23. But how in this world you are paying 100 million for a 23-year-old is boggling. I don't think you look at Man City paying 100 million for Bawadi. Like I know the story of Bawadi is not even finished yet with City and Arsenal and everyone else.
But that's been a
I
thing,
just
though, hasn't
think,
it, Dylan?
but I just think it's mad, Brenny. How can you pay that much
Yeah.
money for a player?
Do you know what it is, my
Like-
friend? You know what it is, right? How I see it, yeah? I wouldn't spend that amount of money on Morgan Rogers if he was 28, 29, 30 years old. So the thing is, for me, how I look at it, I would, what you said, Dodgy, was absolutely spot on with that, with the elite players. But I think for me, I'm looking at it from a business sense in terms of he's 23. If you were to spend, say, let's just say 120 million, you spend 120 million on Morgan Rogers. I'd spend that money, but if you know what you're getting out of that player, out of those, say like he's there for 5 years and he's producing the goods, then for me it'd be money well spent. I think with Declan Rice and how much we spent on him the 3 seasons we've had him so far, I think it's money well spent.
There you go.
And he's helped us. He's brought us a title. Helped bring us a title as well. That's how I look at it. But I get what you're saying, Dylan. I really do.
Yeah. No, I just think you look at like I think it's all finalised now. But Nico Paz, for example, he went to Como for what, 60 million, Bobby, was it?
Yeah.
But there's half of what Rogers would have cost, and is he 21, 22? Even same age as Rogers. But yeah, he has the potential like Rogers, but you're going to pay 100 odd million for Rogers because he plays in the Premier League. But he wasn't going to start over Odegaard anyway. Like if this was a whole, this is the thing.
Rogers?
Yes, if Rogers stayed, right? If
I think he
Odegaard
would have done. That means
I
Rogers would have.
don't think so because of Arteta. Arteta loves him.
I think
English players always cost a lot of money as well, and I don't. I've never understood that.
Yeah, the English tax. But you see, like, what I'm just saying is you're going to pay 100 million for Rodgers when there was Nico Paz out there for 60. Now it might have cost you a little bit more to get him because obviously it's Real Madrid and they're all backways over there. But there was other alternatives. But now we're at the show on our hand that we're willing to pay 100 odd million for an attacking midfielder. That it's gonna be harder to find someone now because we're after losing it on Rodgers. So I just think it's gonna, the window's just gonna go from that to that. So
Yeah,
I think it's madness. It's madness.
Sorry, I was just getting some updates. Yeah, there is. Well, it's not. Actually, I'm going to keep what I've just been told to myself because it won't help you guys. So
no more bad news, Bobby.
No, it's not bad. Well, it's more of a case of it's to tell me that everything's going to be okay. But unfortunately, Arsenal fans right now, and I totally understand it because don't forget, at the end of the day, I'm an Arsenal fan too. It doesn't feel that good because Rodgers only wanted Arsenal, and he did. I don't care what Ornstein says. And look, it's not even just me. There's many very good people that have said it as well. Purple Panel, who I highly recommend personally. Yeah. But there's other people out there that people trust as well. Certain golf trainers and all this kind of stuff. Only went to Arsenal, right? I don't listen to Romanos and all that kind of stuff, but listen to the people that actually do have some contacts at Arsenal.
But he said it too, Bobby. Like he said it too. This isn't like we've got this wrong. We're even Romano was like talks are going well. Personal terms agreed. Yeah. He wants Arsenal.
Yeah.
So this has clearly come out of the blue. Obviously, and Talking Ball, has said this really well. He said 117 million, 10 million plus in agent fees, 250k a week. I don't think.
Can I just pause you for 1 second?
Yeah.
Their agent fees, definitely look at that, because don't forget Arsenal have been well known and for many, many years do not pay massive agent fees ever. Yeah. Okay. So carry on, sorry. I just wanted to make that quite clear.
No, I agree with that. But I think the comment was, was valid because, I get it. The 117. Look, it hurts right now because I wanted Rodgers and I think he would have absolutely balled at Arsenal. Don't get me wrong, he has the bad game in him. Rodgers is very much a one game He has an outstanding one game and then can go missing for a couple of games. So I do get that, and I appreciate that. But where do we go from here, Bobby? I mean, I think let's stop harping on about it. It's done. We know he's going to Chelsea. Hopefully they get relegated or something next season, and then his choice proven to be incorrect. And then manager gets fired again by which personally I think he should have gone to Liverpool anyways. But he gets fired by December. In the end of the day, where do we go from here? I mean, that was our big target. That's my worry is where next? Is it now going to be, well, Odegaard's staying. So we're purely now we know we've got the money. We know we've got the money now. We're going to pivot and we're going to go right, left forward position, left inside forward, whatever way we want to look at it. We need to strengthen that area. We've got the money. Don't put it down on someone now.
I'm not concerned right now. I've always said I'm only going to start worrying around the 14th of August. That is, for me, an important date for me. That's just how I look at things. Look, we had the 26th, which is next weekend. That was a deadline for 3 greens. One's gone, one went to red. Simple as. It's one of those things. Another one needs to happen. I'll be honest. I don't care what Newcastle are doing, to be honest. I don't give a fuck. If we offer them 40 million up front, I don't give a fuck. Just get it done, because I think Arsenal fans deserve some good news, and that would make us very happy right now. Because I think that's a more important signing, personally.
Sorry, Bobby. Is that a chance? Is there a chance of that happening, that we turn around now
because of this?
Yeah.
It wouldn't shock me, because we do monitor PR, and this is extremely bad PR right now, because obviously it's not just me. Everyone's been saying Rodgers' number one target, only wanted Arsenal, and then Ornstein had to put that little shitty bit at the end for absolutely no reason, because it's bullshit. But unfortunately, this is why I don't like the media. They can put something in there and everyone believes it, but ignore the millions of people that were saying that Rodgers only wanted Arsenal. Oh, Rodgers only wanted Arsenal. The deal was there for us to trigger, but unfortunately the structure just didn't suit us, which is fine. That happens. Don't forget, when we were doing Declan, Kroenke literally had to put money from his own account into it just to get that over the line. But that was different. Declan Rice was an important signing. Rodgers, there's many forwards that we have looked at, so I'm not too concerned, and I'm guessing Josh was like, nah, because of what we are trying to do. There is way bigger than Rodgers, right? There is, and I'm trusting Berta and Maurizio, to be honest, that we are doing this right. Now, I will be the first one at the end of this window if it all fucks up, and I'll be going, what the fuck have we just done? I'm here to guide you, but don't forget, I'm an Arsenal fan too, and I want the best for Arsenal.
100%.
I just monitor. I make sure everyone follows the rules, and as far as I'm aware, there's no warning, because I have got my team on it at the moment, because I have asked them, can you just double check this one? There's been no alerts saying
foul play.
There's been foul play, so I will keep an eye on that. Because I'll be honest, I didn't know that Chelsea were doing anything. I knew it went to red with us this morning, but that doesn't concern me too much, because sometimes Arsenal and Villa could go back to the board and just sort out a new structure. Maybe it would have gone slightly higher with a different structure, all that kind of stuff. But the structure that we were trying to do, Villa didn't agree to it, and that's fine. Now,
can this be changed, Bobby? Say that Berta's just got the notification that we all got.
Yeah.
And he goes back and says, okay, fine, we'll do it over 5 years.
All I can say is it can, because don't forget, and I've told everyone in Discord, for 6 hours, I didn't think we were getting Eze. And I did think Andrea fucked it up. and then all of a sudden it goes, because he was extremely close to joining Tottenham, by the way. Was extremely close. It could happen. However, I think on this circumstance it won't, due to the fact there are many alternatives. There are other options that we could go
Well,
for.
who are they, though, Bobby?
There are others. No, it's all right, though. Don't worry. That people mistake me and my son many, many times. I get called Blake sometimes. It's fine. But it's. I'm not concerned right now. I would have loved Rodgers. Don't get me wrong. Even though he's from Villa, who is a arch rival for me, being the West Midlands, but I loved him. I thought he was a great player. I followed his career at Middlesbrough. Am I disappointed? Yes. But these things happen, and I'm going to have to take it on the chin. Berta's better have something up his fucking sleeve. And I do trust him that he's got something.
If you're going to talk to Berta this week, I think you should put me on the call as well, Bobby. You got my private number, mate. Just put me on the call. Literally.
I'm just intrigued to see what he's got, because I'll be honest.
I'll be waiting for my phone to ring, mate. I've always got it. So just put me on the call, mate. I promise I'll only be on there for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it's. I think because the amount of people that I know who are close to Arsenal, right, as well. So obviously, leak information on X. They don't have the permission to do it like I do, but it's their prerogative. Are saying exactly the same as me. It is a shock, but the money that he's going to Chelsea, guarantee Arsenal would not have paid that for Rodgers. Doesn't mean we're not going to pay 117 million for someone else. They have to be worth it. Rodgers was not worth that much. Rodgers in our area, and don't forget, we weren't willing to go to Anderson. Anderson, they paid for. We wanted for 75 million. Anderson, he went for 116 million, which is 40 million pounds more than we were willing to do. Never going to happen. Rodgers.
Do we need to look at our structure though? Then do we need to then look at the market values and go, well, maybe we should be looking a bit higher because the market value has changed this season?
We're not. Unfortunately, the reason that we're not in the position for that is we're not a very good selling club.
Yeah, we're
shockingly shit, which does put us on a slight back foot. So we know that we cannot go to certain prices or overpaying for people like other clubs can. Could we be fucked up by other people? Possibly. But I'll be honest, talking about Alvarez, because obviously he's the name on the thumbnail tonight, there is a difference between what Barcelona are offering Atletico Madrid to the price that we have been quoted. A huge difference. And it's lower. And it's a weird situation because it doesn't happen very often where a team rejects a higher offer to accept a lower offer from a different club. That's just weird. I'll be honest. So if that was to happen, then great. But Alvarez would have to happen. And I'll be honest, not the most confident on that. Just because I know we're pivoting to other people. And I'm still adamant that we get 3 forwards in. I'm not concerned that Rodgers is not one of them now. Because I know we'll get 2 more. But I do question us keeping Odegaard. If that is going to be confirmed by Arsenal, then I'm slightly petrified. Because I don't see how Odegaard fits. I just don't. I've never really understood how Eze fits, if I'm being honest, in the whole squad build, because Eze is a left winger stroke cam. It doesn't make much sense. I've always said I think there's a surprise exit. I don't know, so I don't see where it's coming from, but I'm sure there's a surprise exit from somewhere. I don't understand where though.
But the problem is, Bobby, is I think here, what we're talking about now, my big problem is the exits. And I think
the exits are a huge problem.
And I think that is us as a club, whether it's Mikel Arteta, I don't care who it is in the club, can we please stop that person handing out the wages that they're handing out to these mediocre players? because the
That
reason,
was, yeah, I get where you're coming from, but
right,
what I
the
would say
reason,
is,
the
yeah,
reason we're not getting rid of the Martinellis and the Gabriel Jesus is because we're pumping them with money that they don't deserve.
yep,
And one thing I will say about Chelsea is when they do sign a player, they're not putting them on stupid wages to get them in through the door. They're putting them on a okay. They're paying too much for the players. We know that they're paying above market value to steal the player from someone else, but they are not paying massively high wages. So when they come to sell
yeah,
these players, it's like any job. Why do you look for a new job? Okay, if you're unhappy or whatever, you leave. But you generally look to better what you've got. You generally look to better your wages. You look to earn more money to go to another job. Yes, there's some satisfaction side of things, but I think from my point of view, if you go to a bigger job, a better job, one of my staff members have done it last week. He had his notice in. I said to him, what was the issue? He's like, I love working here. I love this. Mate, they offered me more money. Sorry. Now, people want to progress in their careers. People like Gabriel Jesus, mate, like, just go away. Just give him away for free. Like,
What has he left on his contract?
a year, innit?
who's that?
Jesus.
Jesus.
They got a
Jesus
year.
has got 1 year.
Oh, just terminate it. I'm not even doing
No,
just
no.
He's got a nice wage as well.
That will
I
cost
get
us
what
an
you're saying.
absolute fortune.
Yeah, you can't do
It
that.
would.
Like, I understand.
Yeah,
I
it'd
agree.
be a few
I
mil.
get it. But you can't do that. But do you know what? Knock his sale price down a bit. Get him out the door. Get those £250,000 wages on.
Just take 10 million from him. Just get him out. And that's
Because I
don't
think
think
the big issue here is, like, I know, Bobby. I know you said we've got one extra squad space, and I understand that, and that's for like keeping it for something that may happen or may not happen. But I think if we're dithering like we're dithering in this transfer market, there's targets. These targets are going to be going quickly. And we know that because people are trying to get in there and they're trying to get their business done. Now, I know you say next week's a pivotal week because Ramirez wants his situation sorted before preseason starts. So I think that hopefully is a pivotal thing for us. But I want Berta to go there and not penny pinch, say, how much do you want? Provided they're not going to take the piss out of us. But go there, you want 100 million? Not going to happen. We'll give you 90 though. We'll give you 85, whatever it takes. Get the player in because that's a boost to the club. Next thing, where are we going? Who are we looking at? If Barcola after the World Cup becomes available, what do you want from him? We want 100 million for him. Fine, we've got it. We've got the money. Go and spend it if you need to. Like, I just think we need to prioritize our targets and we need to go for them and not dither around. It's just what I'm saying.
What I will say on Arsenal's point of view regarding the wages that are on, Arteta wanted to keep hold of Nelson, which is why they put him on a stupid wage. Jesus was on quite a high wage when he joined from City, so obviously you're only going to pay him that little bit more. And in all fairness, when he did come in, he did play really well and got a horrible injury, so it was just unfortunate.
But he got us back. And that's not the he did get us back.
Havertz, he was on 250 at Chelsea. He's only a little bit more at Arsenal, but because of his age, you're only going to have an increase. You're never going to have a decrease in wages. That's just how football wages work, unfortunately. So he was only going to demand a little bit more. And in all fairness, he only demanded an extra 35,000, so it's not a stupid amount of money. So yeah, in all fairness, and Martinelli, that was after a very good season he had, I think, and then we put him on 190,000, something like that. So it's just unfortunate. Martinelli, I think was it 3 seasons ago? He had a really good season.
I don't even remember him having a good season. Personally,
I'm pretty sure
there was one good season. I think it was 22. It was 23-24 season. I think he had a decent season.
Yeah, he signed his new deal.
22-23 he had a good season.
There we go.
22-23. It was
So in that season, and then he would have signed his 4-year contract, and obviously he's only got 1 year left, but there is a contract extension to protect his value, which I hope we don't trigger it, because I'll be honest. Oh God, I don't think Arsenal fans can cope with a contract extension.
I wouldn't be surprised if they
You know what?
Well,
Right, because the admin will come out later and say it's okay. You know, it's all right. Everyone, it's okay. Look at these amazing Martinelli goals in the Champions League last season.
I'll be honest. The Arsenal fans need some really good positive Arsenal PR this week, and I hope Arsenal deliver it because I'm an Arsenal fan as well. And I'll be honest, I'm off camera and I just want to hit the wall because I'm so pissed off.
Honestly,
I'm not pissed off that we are outbid on someone. I'm not pissed off by that. I'm pissed off we haven't got him. And it's not because we've been outbid, right? That's not the case. I suppose you can call it penny pinching. You can kind of, but I do understand the structure because I work in that kind of that's the what I that's how I work. It's I just understand it, but I just don't like Chelsea's 7-year contracts, and I swear FIFA has tried to stop this.
But Bobby, should we not be using these loopholes as a club?
You want us to do 7-year contracts?
No, I don't want us to do 7-year contracts. Jesus, we can't get rid of players on 4-year contracts. Let's not go with 7-year contracts, mate. Let's not do that, shall we? But what I'm saying is surely Josh Kronk looks at this, right? Because I'm sure he would have been.
I'm sure he's looked at this. Yeah,
I'm sure he would have been. I'm sorry, I'm using my hands to talk now because I'm like getting heated. I'm sure Kronk looks at this and goes, "What the fuck have you done? I thought we were signing it." Do you know what I mean? Is he not going to go to Berta and say, "What the hell went wrong, mate? Like, what went wrong?" Well, I'm sure Berta was talking to him the whole time, but is he not going to say to him, "All right, well, holy crap, I'm looking at the PR because it's my club. Clearly, they are getting informed about PR, the owners." Surely he's going to go to Berta and say, "You better fix this, mate, and quick start, because we've just won the league and we look like we're, battling for 17th with Spurs." No, we're not actually, because Spurs have spent 258 million or something already. But I don't know. I'm hoping. Literally, my cat's meowing over there. It's about to get a Coke bottle thrown at it. But if I'm deadly honest with you, I think the club needs to do something and do something pretty quickly, like in the next week.
I highly reckon they do.
Well, I'm not thinking of Bruno Guimaraes for a minute, right? But I am afraid that he's gonna say, like, "Look at me, I am Mr. Big." I don't want to say it in case you get in trouble, but I just start.
I'll say it, mate.
Yeah, that's fine. No, but I just. Do you know what? Actually, I'm just going to go back a little bit. Sorry, I know I'm going to go off a little bit of a tangent, right? My biggest fear is if we don't get the targets that we are looking at, right? Obviously, we're missing out on Rodgers. If we miss out on, say, Alvarez, or anyone in that forward line, that we're going to be stuck playing the same boring sideways football because Arteta will do everything in his power to make sure he does not lose that league. He will not change up anything, and that's what I'm afraid of. Obviously, everyone loves transfers. Everyone loves new players. Look at this shiny new toy, everything else. But the transfers is exciting because it's a different type of player. It's a different style. You're not looking at the same thing over and over again. You're looking at someone new come in. Like when Jesus come in, like it literally was unbelievable. Like when he's scoring goals against Leicester and stuff. And now, if we don't get the top targets, that we have to pivot to someone like Gibbs White, for example. Now, I think he's a good player, but it's dropping off, and it's just like it's going to be the same thing, rinse and repeat. I just wish now he'd just say, "Okay, there's 200 million. At least you're coming to us." I know, I'm just for argument's sake, like he needs that. We need change. And maybe Arteta is the biggest problem with all, but that's a different story.
People in the chat saying, "Can we move on from the Rodgers thing now?" There were other names in the thumbnail.
I agree.
Let's move on to
I agree.
Else. I
agree.
I'm done with Rodgers.
Sorry.
I hope he plays tonight and gets an injury. Like, I don't wish that on anyone. I'm only joking. I don't wish that on anyone. But let's move on. Let's move on to the next topic.
Well, it was Barcola. I know Barcola's on the.
Hey, Bradley.
the thumbnail. So we'll talk about Barcola.
Always wanted
Barcola. The Barcola situation is no different to how it was beforehand. We need to wait for PSG to give the green light that he's going. I think they have they just. I'm not sure if they've got Akliouche yet. I'm not 100% sure on that one. And I'm pretty sure they need to get Diamonde in as well for Barcola to leave. So nothing's changed. No one's really the front runners. Arsenal, he would like to join us, but I'll be honest, I'm ignoring that shit anymore. Just for today, anyway, because I'm not listening to that crap anymore.
Let's move on from that one.
It feels like we're back at high school when one girl says that she fancies you, but then goes off with your mate or something.
Never had that.
You know what I mean? Though.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but I never had that, mate. Where's the girl?
All right, Neil was the one that all mine went to. Obviously, then that's fair enough. It's because I'm ginger. That's what it is.
That could bring up some horrible conversations.
Oh, dude.
But anyway, but you know what I mean. Look, I'm hurt as well. I wanted Rodgers just as much as any other Arsenal fan, but it's one of those. I am going to ignore that he just wanted Chelsea because that is bullshit. That's just lovely PR from Ornstein because he's a dickhead. But it is what it is. Or the other, I can't think who else I put on the thumbnail. I know John Martin. He's the centre back at Real Sociedad. That is a possibility. Well, Boadi was the other one. Thank you very much. I'll be honest, I've forgotten who I wrote on there. And the other one was Konza. Yeah, well, we've covered the Konza situation. So we will talk about about Boadi as well. Don't rule us out, but it does look like he's going to City at this moment in time. But I'll be honest, maybe he's going to join Hull City after all this. Who knows?
I think I need to go get some whiskey at my Coke, man.
Look, I trust what Berta's doing. I know that there are some names that haven't been released to the media, so that's a positive. I know that with multiple spinning plates, that's a positive. However, I'm a bit pissed off about Rodgers going to Chelsea, but I'm not pissed off financially. Financially, it makes sense to me. I know as fans you don't understand that, and that's fine. But there are structures. We are a big club with great commercial value now. We've got lots of money, but what we don't ever do, and it has been Arsenal tradition for X amount of time, we don't break certain budgets. And that means splitting the cost of a deal over many years. Now, as I said about Declan, we still didn't break it for him. What we did was Kroenke literally put the money in from his own bank account.
Can he put the own money in? Can we put some more money in from his bank account?
Do you really want to pay over another? Look, bear in mind, 105 was already over the limit that we wanted to go. We're not going to put another 12 million on top of that. We're just not.
Appreciate that, Bobby. With regards to Alvarez, a lot of people obviously now, probably the wrong time to talk about this because obviously everyone's sitting there going, if you ain't going to pay 117 million for Rodgers,
this is the thing, right? Let's just pause it for a minute, just because I want to give you a little bit of facts regarding Alvarez and Rodgers. Now, Rodgers has a market value, I believe, in the £60 million mark. Let me just double check before I say it wrong. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. 56 million, so it's actually less than 60 million. Right, and Alvarez, as far as I remember, he's in the £90 million mark. Yes, £89 million. So he is, 30, hang on, what did I say?
30 something million above, yeah.
Above. Yeah. So there is a limit we will go to for Alvarez, which is beyond what Barcelona have offered. However, I believe we can get him for less than what Barcelona have offered because Barcelona was scum, even though that's my Spanish team. They're still scum when it comes to this anyway. This situation I always has believed will go into August. I don't want it to go into August, but it will go into August because there's a deadline on the offer. I don't think Atletico will accept it, but football is so weird it wouldn't shock me if they did.
Have we put an offer in?
We have got a
verbal.
Yes, a verbal offer that we are willing to go to, and Atletico would accept, and it's less than what Barcelona have got on the table.
So why can't Berta just? Because I don't know how true this is. Has Berta been in Spain, having meetings?
Yeah, he has been in Spain, but it wasn't just for that. It was for other reasons as well.
Business business.
Yeah, business, but also personal. Yeah.
Okay. So if he could he not have gone and said, right, we've spoken to you, Alvarez, just come to us. It's as simple as that. And then put the deal in writing and just say, let's get this done. I know he's in the final, so I know nothing's going to happen. Nothing would have happened up until now, until tomorrow. But surely after that game tomorrow, Berta's got to pull his finger out his backside and go and get some business done.
I agree with you, and I see what people are saying. What are we waiting for then? The problem is Rodgers and Alvarez were separate profiles. So it was a case of, I know it's not going to happen now. It was a case of both.
Yeah.
So Alvarez, there has to be an exit for. Now, what is possible now, obviously if Rodgers is definitely not happening, could we just pivot? But I can guarantee what they'll tell me. We still need one of two people to leave. Because I can ask the question, but I guarantee I already know the answer.
For Alvarez.
But yeah, because Alvarez is literally a front line forward. Rodgers wasn't really that. He was an attacking midfielder. Didn't really need an exit for him.
He was the extra squad space.
Yes, basically. Because
okay, so let's just give the extra
Waneri could have gone on loan.
Right.
Because Rodgers was there. So that's how we could quite easily.
To Alvarez.
Alvarez, we will need to get rid of either Jesus or Martinelli. Unless we are very cunning, which I don't think we will be. But if it was me, again, I would just go, fuck it, let's go in Alvarez now. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But I'm not, don't forget, I'm not Arsenal. I don't decide these things. If it was me, I'd go, fuck it now, I'm getting on a plane to Spain immediately and just get the job done. But unfortunately, I just got a feeling I know what the answer will be. Even if I ask him now, I got a feeling I know what the answer will be. I need Martinelli or Jesus to go. Which really pisses me off because I do think, because I was adamant.
Like, it doesn't make sense, Bobby.
It does when you think about the wages. Because I know Rodgers wasn't even going to be on £250,000 at Arsenal either. That's another thing. It's just another thing that we've just been blown out the water for. Is it a strategy that we need to look at? I think maybe. But Rodgers isn't worth more than Declan Rice in wages.
No,
He's not.
No, I agree with you on that.
And that's what you got to look at.
What is our headroom on wages? Do we have headroom on wages? Or is it quite tricky?
If we lose Jesus and Martinelli, that's for 470, 480 a week we're saving.
Nice.
And that's important. That's a huge amount. But what we have done, and it is for one specific person, we have cleared the. But again, Jesus would still have to go. So we're willing to go up to £400,000 in wage for one specific person, right? Yeah. But we still need people to fuck off. So I don't think we actually. I need to find out for next weekend, but I don't think we have a lot of movement when it comes to wages, because Ben White's on 120, 130. Trossard was on 130, I think. He's just gone. Solis is nowhere near that, by the way. I reckon he's. Yeah, I don't think he's
10 grand a week.
No, I don't think he's probably. I don't think he's even 100,000. I'll be surprised if he is. Melier probably £1 a week.
I cannot believe. I mean, firstly, we haven't even announced Solis yet, which is quite worrying.
Solis is flying in tomorrow, so we won't announce him probably Monday or Tuesday. But I'll be honest, I think Arsenal PR should hold that off for as long as humanly possible,
mate.
because it will go down like a stinker.
I think they should put that in the bank, mate. Literally, just put it in the bank. Let's go sign who we need to sign, and then we can go. Oh,
Yeah.
look, but we also signed Solace as well.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. And
I
look,
think I
I'm
need
just.
to run Arsenal's PR, mate.
It's going to be a horrible week because Solace will be announced this week, I'm sure. Because Arsenal PR couldn't give a crap about the fans, unfortunately. But yeah. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, Shaz, I'm sure Solace is not over 100,000. So yeah, 50 to 60,000 is a fine. I do feel sorry for him as well. He's not a bad signing, but he's not. Especially with the Rodgers news, it's really bad timing. Really bad.
Hey, Chelsea are sitting there doing this right now tonight, going.
I reckon Chelsea have done this on purpose, personally, because they didn't give a flying fuck. They honestly don't even need Rodgers. If you look at their team, they don't actually need him.
I think where he fits in.
Well, this is the thing. They don't need him.
Yeah.
They don't actually need him.
Where is he
doing
going?
this? I personally, I think they're doing this to shove a middle finger up at us. That's what I personally think.
I hate those guys. Fucking hate them.
Yeah, but doesn't Alonso play 3-4-3? Is it?
Yeah, he plays three at the back, doesn't he? Yeah, with two wing backs.
So you have two attacking midfielders. You have Palmer and Rodgers behind Pedro.
Yeah, so it's Palmer's going to be on the left. Hang on, what did I say? Palmer's going to be on the right, Rodgers going to be on the left, and then someone in the middle. Yeah. But I still think someone has to be leaving Chelsea. It just doesn't make sense.
I'd say
Well,
it's
they've
Enzo.
got Nachio's going out, don't they? They reckon
Yeah, but he's Martinelli price. He's nothing.
Yeah, Enzo.
Shit.
It's very difficult to kind of get up for transfers after finding out what's after happening. Like if this kind of came after the live show, you'd say okay, fair enough. But when you try to talk about transfers, like who might be coming in, who might not
mate,
be.
I'd rather be
it's so
eating
difficult.
my cream cake that's in the fridge right now than do this. To be honest,
I've got off my food.
as everyone knows about me, I don't go hiding.
That's true, Bobby. But so Bobby, I have a question. What about Krupi? I mean, is
Krupi? I still think there is a possibility that yes, he's probably said yes to Tottenham, but that doesn't mean nothing. Quite clearly nowadays. So I don't rule out Krupi to Arsenal. I never have. I just always thought that he wouldn't leave Bournemouth, but Bournemouth are willing to listen to offers, but they have to be a certain amount. Do I think he's worth it? Hell, fuck no. But right now, would I pay for it? Yes, I would. I'd quite happily pay that money right now. Give him 80 million quid. Pay it all in one lump sum. I can give him a monkey's ass. Because I would quite happy with Krupi right now.
All right.
Just to cheer me up.
Two questions for you, mate.
Yes, mate.
Number
Do I want a holiday?
one. Number one. Have we agreed a fee with Newcastle yet, or not?
Yes, the fee is agreed.
Let's keep it harsh in case Chelsea are listening. Let's move on.
Well, the fee was well. I'll be honest. The fee was agreed with bloody Aston Villa as well, but that meant fuck all. So,
but is the fee agreed as in everything like the add-ons, all that type of stuff is done? Like it's not just like we're willing to pay 80 million, but we'll come back on the formalities later on. Is everything done for just?
As far as I'm concerned, but I'll be honest, guys, this was exactly the same with Rodgers. This is what's making me panic. Everything was agreed, and this is what's making me panic. I'll be honest, I'm panicking because I need it to be done this week. If it's not done by next weekend, I'm going to start panicking. Regarding Guimaraes, not the rest of the window. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, I need Bruno. I need Bruno right now, to be honest.
I need Bruno in my life, mate.
Look, I'll be honest, if Bergvall goes to Newcastle, I can see that. Unfortunately, who's the selling club? Tottenham. They're gonna love to just milk this shit right now. So I can see them being a problem, but we'll see. We'll see. Look, we are the most hated club in London right now, especially in the Premier League teams. Yeah, I hate being an Arsenal fan at the present moment in time. But it is what it is. it's one of those things. We've got a show next weekend. I'm hoping there's positive news.
Can I let you guys know at 10? At 6:40 next Saturday, depending on the news that comes out, can I let you know whether I'll be on the stream or not? Brady looks like he's having a nap, mate.
It's been a long day, man. It's been a long day.
Yeah,
I'm just here. I'm hearing everything in here, mate.
No, I get it, Brady. You got
Everything
years.
in my-
You got like 5 years, mate. I get it. I understand. You're on it.
No. My earpiece in it, the wireless. So
No,
it's on
yeah,
100%.
like
So I've heard everything.
Bobby, so I'm going to So my next question is do you see the only? I mean, I know you said hopefully the next deal will be Bruno. Hopefully,
Yep.
we all hope that. Do you see anything else before the end of the month, or are we now because of the targets we're going for? Do you now see that happening only in August once preseason started? Okay.
Bruno has to happen this week.
Literally, I'm going to have sleepless nights this week until we sign.
I think this week's going to be a tricky one. I'm looking at everything that I can see, and
nothing else is
I can't say it's exciting unless Berta decides in 1 hour to go, fuck this, let's just put this bid in for this player. He can do that, and he can get something done. Like I said, transfers can be completed within 24 hours, from zero to nothing, to everything in literally 24 hours. So he can be quick, but Arsenal don't do things quick. We are well known for being slow, which makes me worry. There are clubs that do business really, really quick. We are not one of them.
We are so bad at it. So bad at it.
What day are we on today? Is it
Saturday?
So it's France versus England tonight. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping something happens with Barcola, because I'll be honest, if it's Barcola and Alvarez, I think everyone will just calm down.
100%, Bobby. You tell if I was to say right now, right, okay, don't stress, because we're looking to do good deals for Barcola and Alvarez. I can tell you now, everything will just go and everything will simmer off. Because you give me, at the beginning of the window, you give me Barcola, Alvarez, and Bruno Guimaraes. I'm going to be happy. And cover for Saliba. I'm going to be a happy chappy.
Yeah.
Literally happy as hell. But right now, I'm on the verge of crashing out. And next week, oh, mate,
this week is the most important week. As I said, the first deadline is next weekend. We wanted 3 done. We've got Solis done. I'm ignoring Millet because he wasn't one of the greens, so we'll ignore him. We wanted 3 done by next weekend. We're getting 1 done. Hopefully Bruno gets done this week.
Hopefully,
but that's 2 out of 3.
Hopefully Berto pulls that thumb out of his butt and cracks on with some business, mate.
Yeah, I'm with you, mate, because I'll be honest, I'm not exactly amused right now. I'm pissed off.
I appreciate that.
But I've always been promised that we're going to get 3 forwards. We've got Solis in. Just because Rodgers isn't one of them, that's fine. Okay. Then please make sure you get 2 more fucking in. And don't make it fucking Rashford and fucking Mateta or something.
That's what I was going to ask you.
That's what I'll get a baseball bat and I will smash down something. I don't know what it is.
Bobby, have you heard about this with Solis? Have you heard what other outlets are saying about comparing him to the likes of Sanchez and Perez? I'm like,
oh, for God's sake. Solis is a
That's how they've been
decent
getting on.
signing, but that's it. Okay, that's all
Yeah.
he is. He's a decent
But
signing.
that's the way it is, though, Bobby. Everything is to do with stats now. No one looks by eye. It's what does the stats say? I know you love your
It's like,
percentages and the whole off all their previews.
Yes.
But if you look, no, but looking at a player, like I
Yeah.
can tell you, like that Royce is better than Anderson, right? But the stats might say Anderson's better than Royce, but because I know what I'm watching, I know who's a better
yeah,
player. But everyone is living for stats now. So like,
it's
I
about
think it
that,
was
innit?
like, oh, because he's scored more goals in a season than Yamal, or he's better than Yamal, and it's all stupid bullshit, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Pissed off. I
I'm
can't
with
wait
you,
for the
mate.
season to start. I can't wait for the season to start. Now.
No,
That's
no,
just, I'm
no,
just
no. We
going
need
now.
that to pause because we need some players in the door before that starts. Because we are not ready by a long shot.
100%.
Commander mentioning Nico Williams. I'll be honest, he's been mentioned. I don't want him.
Oh no,
I don't know
want him
how the
either.
Arsenal fan.
Oh,
I'll be honest. I don't know how the Arsenal fan base will be if we were to sign him. I'll be honest. I'm one person that
oh,
will be on the fence saying "fuck off"
I'd rather
because
him
I
over
don't like
don't
him.
Barcola.
want him. No, I don't want him, man. Don't want him.
I
No,
don't.
I
I
think,
don't get all the fuss. I'll be honest. I don't get the fuss
neither
about
do
him.
I.
Someone needs to stop that boat coming in, mate. I'm telling you, like that. needs
But
to
I'll be
stop
honest. If
that
it's Nico
mistake.
Williams, I know exactly whose choice that is, and I guarantee you
that's
it's not
McCall's.
Andrea's.
McCall's.
But obviously,
Well, in fairness,
it's not the
I
Nico
will-
Williams from Forest, by the way. It's the one from Bilbao, not
Williams.
the it's a different one.
I'm surprised Arteta hasn't signed a defender yet. First, like
I still think there will be Solis, and I'm hoping Guimaraes, but it probably won't be far behind. Will be a defender before we get the two forwards in. It's why I don't know if anyone noticed what I put at the end of my messages. Pain before gain. There is always going to be pain before gain. I didn't expect
wasn't
this much pain today on a Saturday.
yeah,
I'll be
mate.
honest.
I'm not gonna lie.
But
When that hit, when G sent it through to me on my phone, and when that hit, and he was like, "Heads up, boys," I was like, "Oh, mate." Just before the transfer show as well.
yeah,
Like,
maybe I've got a feeling because I who was on last night?
Me.
Neil and Neil, wasn't it?
yeah.
You know the
Yeah.
thing that I did last night.
yep.
That didn't go down with some people.
No.
No, I got some interesting messages about that.
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I thought it was quite funny personally, but some people didn't find it as funny as I did. Never
What
mind.
was that?
Oh, because I did a mock because like the mock one tonight is obviously the Hobbit,
Yeah.
obviously. And look, he is
Oh,
smoking. That's the way he is. But last night it was Zombieland,
Yeah.
but I changed it to Media World, and I changed the
yeah.
names.
Right, because I didn't notice that, but because I was out and about shopping this morning, and
Oh,
I was
okay.
listening, and catching up. So my phone was.
Okay, yeah. If you get the
yeah.
opportunity, it was a mock-up of Zombieland. It was quite funny, but some people didn't find it so funny. And it does seem rather weird that he did it just before I went live, which I find quite interesting. But it is what it is.
It's just one of these things. These transfers come and go. You know, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
support the club. We support the club.
Look, I mean, I agree with you, mate. Look, I think it's just I think we all thought we were, well, I mean we still are. Let's not forget we've still got a whole month and a half. I mean, let's not forget that. But like I think everyone was so built up this summer for, and also I'm not gonna lie, like, beginning of the summer, everyone was like, "Oh, Arsenal want to get their business done quickly. They want to get in, get this stuff done, get out." Well, clearly not. Clearly not.
You couldn't do it anyway because of the World Cup. And like you look at like Zolas, right? Like that was done probably 3-4 weeks ago, but only come out into the open 2 weeks ago. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's just I don't know what transfers. Players come and go, so be it. Like really, like honestly, it's people get so invested in transfers. It's only a player. There's always going to be someone else. Like
No.
my favorite, no, but there is Dotsy. Like Like I absolutely love Declan Rice, but he's not going to be at the club forever. There's always someone.
No, I get that, but I think when you win the league, and
Yeah.
we as a club clearly see where we're
Yeah.
lacking from last season.
Yeah, on
And
the left.
Bobby said it, I'll say it. I think Brenny
Yeah.
will say it. You know, the football we played last season was horrendous. Horror.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let me just check
Most
my
of the
watch.
games, yeah.
Bullshit football, right?
Yeah.
You know, and we were all under the impression that, do you know what? We know we need to improve our front line. We have to. There is no two ways about it. They fumbled it in January. That was their decision because there probably wasn't any targets in January. So we didn't spend. We did a little bit, but we didn't spend big on anyone in January, right? So I think the expectation was, and I know the World Cup messes things up. Look, it's clear. Like, not many teams have signed players. We understand. I think business is picking up now, just like Bobby said it would. But I think Arsenal doing what we've just done, we know that we needed the big players in. We know we need. I'm sick of this.
Exactly.
I'm sick of this. Arteta can't manage big name players. Do you know what? Then sorry, you shouldn't be at Arsenal Football Club. We are we are the highest earning club in Premier League history. Don't talk to me about we don't have money. We have got money. Get these players out. Start become ruthless. Arteta, stop showering. Stop having showers with them after games and washing their hair like you do your children.
Exactly.
Stop doing that. Stop it. Stop being that person. Right? I don't want to see you cuddle someone when they come off the field. I want to see you high five it. And if he's been crap, I want you to be like, go and sit down. Simple as we're rubbish. Sit down. Right?
Yeah.
Because that is the level we're at now, boys. If we're trying to win the Premier League again, and which is going to be difficult on its own because we're seeing how people are strengthening. They are doing it, and we're not currently. But what I'm saying is, and this isn't a crash out. This is a lot of fans are sitting there going, "Get what we need, Berta. We don't give a fuck what it costs. Get us what we need. Simple as that. Go and do it." That's your job.
I'm on the different side of it though, Dotty. To be honest with you, I know Trossard's gone, right? But we brought in Trossard's replacement. But that team still won the league last year. So the football was absolutely shocking. I used to scream at the TV every single week. I won't lie. I'll hold my hands up. It was so hard to watch, even during the previews. But we knew what way it was going to play out, no matter what. But we still won the league.
Yeah, but mate, but that's because all the other teams were shocking. We got to say it, mate. Liverpool were not at it. United, okay, they had a late surge, right? Chelsea weren't at it. City were, but we picked them. We managed to pick them because they weren't as good as they've always been. All these guys have got stronger and will continue to get stronger in this transfer window, mate.
Yeah.
So I feel currently, and so does I'm sure 90% of people watching and fans across the world will agree that you have got to strengthen. Now, I'm not saying go and do a Liverpool and spend, and sorry, Chris, I'm not saying go and spend £500,000 and buy players you don't need. I'm not saying that.
Yep.
What I am saying is go out there, get the players you need because you need them. Need them. Our front line was dog poo last season, mate. And it's a simple fact. If you're going to keep Martinelli at the club, that's fine. Whatever, fine. Keep Martinelli. Let him play 5 minutes at the end of every game. I don't care. But you need to sign someone, not a Tollis. Tollis is not going to do it, right? You need to go out there and you need to get a Barcola. Or you need to get someone bigger than that, a Vinicius Jr. Because if you want to win the Champions League next season, Tollis isn't going to do it for you, mate. It's as simple as that. You're going to need those attacking players because the higher-end football is not going to work next season. Teams figured us out. Even looking towards the end of last season, teams figured out what we were going to do. That's simple.
Yeah.
What's that?
But that, okay.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'm just trying to remain positive.
Oh, mate, look.
It's just everything is so doom. So doom and
that's why
gloom,
I love you, mate. And you know what? I agree with you. But there is some times where we have to turn around and go, do you know what? The club needs to fucking deal with it.
Absolutely. I honestly, if I was in Banter's shoes right now, I'm slapping 150 million for Vinny Jr. right now. I'd make the phone call to Perez and say, "Here, I have 150 million. Accept it, or what's the story?" He says, "No, okay, Elise, what's happening?" And that's the way I do it. I just show
And
my hand
I agree, mate.
and
And that's
get
what
it
I'm
done.
saying. I'm still
Yeah.
positive. I still think we're going to have a good season, and I'm hoping that we will. I'm hoping that we will do what we need to do in the window. But I
Yeah.
can understand everyone not being very positive right now, because
Yeah, of course.
everything towards Arsenal Football Club
Yeah.
this summer has been negative, 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 negative. And
Yeah.
what I'm saying is the club need to look at that and go, I know they don't care because they've got business to do, and I understand that. But they need to look at it and go, do you know what? Shit. We've just lost our big target. Everyone knew we wanted Rodgers. The whole world knew we wanted Rodgers.
Yeah.
Rodgers knew we wanted Rodgers. Villa
Yeah.
knew we wanted Rodgers. Yet we still lost him to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The club needs to sort that out. Simple.
It's by £20 million, by the way. That's how much more they're willing to pay than we were.
Okay. All right. Do you know what? And that's fair, Bobby. You know what? If we went up to our upper limit for that specific player, and Chelsea want to go and pay 20 million on top of that, okay, fine, that's fine. But what I'm hoping is I'm hoping that Berta's not going to then go Alvarez, and we get told because of market value, we get told, you know what? It's 120 million. Do you want it or not? And Berta goes, see, I was hoping to pay about 110, right? And maybe pushing it to 111, but I think that's all we can do. No, shut up.
Yeah.
Give him 120 million. Offer him 119.5 million.
Yeah.
Like, if you feel like you need to feel like you've gained something in your pocket, just offer him £1 less. Go on.
Well, so let me put this to you, Dottie, right? If we say Bobby's out telling us there's 20 million in the valuation, the gap, okay? So we go up to that 20 million, and next of all, we need a replacement for we need a hole in midfielder. Royce and Bruno gets injured, but we can't go over. We can't spend any more because we spent an extra 20 million on Rodgers. What happens then?
But we're not that club anymore, mate. That's what I'm saying to you.
But you still have to come under PSR and the new one. What's the
But SCR and PSR? We've got so much room on that.
Yeah.
I understand the wages side of things. I get that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. But from a physical spending money out point of view, we have so much headroom in that.
Yeah.
So much headroom. It's crazy because we're such a well-managed club. Don't get me wrong, and it's probably because we haven't always paid the extra 20 million that we are in the position we're in.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. But what I'm saying is do you know what? Sometimes, especially in a position like now where the whole world has just seen the champions lose their top target to Chelsea, right? A club has to be looking at that going, we can't be made to look like mugs right now.
Yeah.
No,
This is it. Yeah,
That's
100%.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not even crashing out, maybe, because
No. It's just good. It's good to have the conversation about it. You know,
and I think we will still do what we need to do. And
of course, yeah.
Bloody hell, if we don't,
then
Bobby,
we call for his head. We go for his head.
Everyone will be in crash outs on this.
Of course.
Guarantee.
And we are entitled to do so. Because at the
exactly.
end
We're
of
all
the
Arsenal
day,
fans doing this.
Exactly.
We're not doing this for, unlike other Arsenal channels that may be doing it for other reasons. We are Arsenal fans,
exactly.
first and foremost, right?
Yeah.
And I know someone's put a lovely comment saying you can probably tell that I'm subdued. I am really peed off. And I am. Look, because I'm seeing all the other teams do a business. What I will say is, I think it's to Anthony that was saying that we've lost 2 of our big targets. I don't know who the other one is. If you're talking about Monga, well, if it's Tonali, that is a ridiculous amount of money that Tottenham have paid. If it's regarding Monga, no. Again, I'm not going to lose sleep over that one. I never was. Tonali, it was not a big target for us, despite other people you might want to listen to about Tonali. He wasn't a big target for us,
and he still dragged it out, Bobby, waiting for us to come in, and we turned around.
And how much is he being paid? £250,000
Exactly.
more than Declan Rice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, fuck off.
Yeah.
You're not Declan Rice.
And again, let's put
Probably-
some perspective on Monga.
Yeah.
Upson's just about to sign for us.
Yeah.
Youth player, yeah, Upson. I think he's what a quality player that is. Like, let's not talk.
Yeah.
If we're talking about youth, I think the youth will come, but for me, the pressing situation right now is this attack. We need this attack sorted.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, guys, because I know everyone's looking for some good news. There is no good news. As I said, it was only going to be more bad regarding Ben White. I think I might have to do a show on Wednesday. I might have to do 2 shows this week for Arsenal only, just for this week. Obviously, it's summer holidays, but also this week has been really shit so far. So yeah, I think we'll have to do another show in midweek. Hopefully, there'll be some good news by Wednesday, and then another Arsenal show Saturday. That will hopefully give you some good news, because I'm sure there'll be some positive news by Wednesday. I'm sure of it. No, my luck, probably not. We're probably selling Raya to Ipswich Town or something just to really piss me off. That is when I will literally lose my shit.
I agree with that. Probably, I just wanted to say, like, I don't, and I know you don't, but because you will always say it's 99%, guys, or 99.8 or 9%.
Yeah, 99.9.
Let's be real about this, because things can happen last minute.
I'll be honest, right? From this morning, when I knew it broke down because of the structure, I didn't think anyone was coming. I'll be honest. I thought he was going to stay at Villa, if anything. I didn't realise Chelsea were going to come in. That was this morning.
So it's happened that quickly.
Yeah, which I have to look into, because, but again, as I said, things can happen really quick in football. So unless they have done everything by the books, which I suppose they could have, I still don't trust Chelsea as far as I can throw them personally. But yeah,
just fine on them anyways.
Well, I might just put an extra T here and extra T there so it doesn't go through. But
there you go.
All of a sudden, his name will be Morgan Rogerstini. But it is what it is.
You know what I'd like to say? AFC 777 is, put it perfectly. It's like, love the transfer show, guys. Keep up the great work. Today was a bad day for the club, but we've got 7 weeks to go in and sort out.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I'm going to give it 5 weeks until I have a meltdown.
Mine's the 14th of August. I'll be honest. Mine's the 14th of August. That's when I'll start to lose my shit, which is 4 weeks. 4 weeks time.
Yeah.
Until then, I don't need to lose my shit, because we've got enough time. I know how quick things can happen. I know there's certain people we are possibly waiting for. So, I will be looking forward to the F1 tomorrow. I'll be honest.
Have you seen that? England starts
Rice
in a bronze.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Honestly, I can't cope with any more bad news today.
And Saka.
And Snow, joking.
I swear. You see it? I won't be able to see
it. Is Rogers starting?
Yeah, and Eze.
Rogers, that's not a bad thing, hey? Let's hope no tripping over or something.
So Tony
Ivan Tony starts.
Yeah, Rashford, Rogers, Eze, Saka, Rice, Spence.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bobby's good friend, Konza.
For fuck's sake.
Why is he playing? Why is he playing Saka? Playing Rice.
It's for no fucking good reason, that's for certain, because
Yep.
he needs holiday when he gets back.
Yeah, so they be back out probably end of September? Longer probably?
Yep, if we're lucky.
Wow.
If we're lucky.
And then you've Saliba out.
It's all right, boys. We have solace. Don't stress.
Honestly, right? I just want us to hold that back for as long as possible.
Do you reckon Solis is going to be wearing number 19 or what do you reckon?
I don't know, to be honest.
It's too early, mate. It's too early.
I don't know a lot about him, so I'm not getting gassed.
Well,
I don't know a lot about him.
Honestly, I'll be honest. I Oh, sorry. I was watching him play for Norwich against us. I'll be honest, he had a really good game against us. He was up against Tomiyasu and gave Tomiyasu a good game. And Tomiyasu's a good defender. So I'm not. Look, he's not going to be our starting forward, and that's fine. He's a squad player. That's fine.
Yeah.
But he's a decent player. He did have a decent. And look, Norwich, as everyone knows, I can't stand as well because they're from Norfolk. But you know, he did have a good game against us. You can see the highlights of that against. But that Norwich team that season were shit. They were shockingly shit. So obviously his stats did not look good, but he did play well against us, which is what I'm looking at. And he was brilliant in Club Brugge. He was brilliant in Club Brugge.
Yeah, because like Chris said, I know you saw my short yesterday. I just thinking it was quantum of solace. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like it wasn't the best Daniel Craig movie. You know what I mean? Out of the four, that five that he did. Sorry, five. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
I just hope. I just hope he becomes a Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
See, that's the thing. Like he's not coming in like as a starter, okay, right? But so let's say we don't get a left-sided attacker, right? And it's only him as a left-sided, right?
Martinelli.
Would you start him over Martinelli? Honestly, would you?
Mate, I would start you over Martinelli.
I'll be honest. I think Solis is better. I think Solis is better than Martinelli.
Yes, I think.
And
so
I like Martinelli, as everyone knows. But Solis has something different about him.
Is there any news your end about a mystery German currently undergoing a medical? I have to ask because we're on the show now.
Is that not from years ago? No,
Twix,
that
the mystery German.
Twix has come out.
That is to do with
was it 2 seasons ago?
Yeah, that was a left back. That was called, oh, bloody hell. What was his name? Mittelstadt or something like that. It wasn't someone that was exciting anyway. But yes, there was a lot of talk that was a mystery German.
Do you not remember that, Dusty? You know? It was all over. It was all over the socials. There was a...
No, I know it was previous, but someone's come out and put it this evening on X.
No, someone said it as a joke, I think. Yeah, Arsenal have
I think they're probably trying to raise spirits a little bit, I think.
Yeah, it was Arsenal pulled in for the race aside Morgan Rogers with a mystery German undergoing a medical at this moment. And then tagged Team News and Ticks.
Yes, that will definitely do with Mittelstadt. Yeah, because it was him. It was him that released it.
I was just wondering, I was going to ask Bobby if it was Gillian Draxler by any chance.
No.
Oh, wow.
Because I remember, because I was on the previous channel for that. And I had to come out and say who it was.
He must be 37 now,
He's still playing, I think he's in Saudi Arabia.
Now. He must be like 42, surely.
I don't think he is old, you know. I don't
think should have been years ago.
Someone said, "Can we get Benzema back?"
Oh yes,
Summers of Benzema.
Who was the fella that we were always linked to? Nzonzi, was it?
Nzonzi was one.
Nzonzi. Yeah.
Oh, every window.
Yeah, Draxler's only 32, by the way, people.
I take him.
He's 10 years younger than me. I look much better than
that. Gabriel asking how many forwards we're still getting 3 forwards. There has been no change on that. Just because Rodgers is not going to be one of them doesn't mean we're still not getting 2 forwards in. So don't worry about that. Jesus will go.
So Jesus goes, Bobby. What about bringing one of the targets for next year forward? So we always said if Havertz leave. No, not even Yildiz.
The 2 players that I mentioned for next summer are untouchable.
This season,
yeah, they're untouchable. I won't mince my words. It's Yildiz and Esposito. They're untouchable this summer. That just won't happen.
What about
There's
the
no
young
way
lad from? Sorry, go on.
No, the young lad from who?
Bayer Leverkusen.
Bayer Leverkusen.
The striker.
Mala.
What's his name? No, the striker. He played against us in the Champions League.
Kofan.
Yeah.
Kofan. Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't have any issues with us getting him, but again, he's a high value, and I have an issue with the prices that these kids are have put on their heads. Kofan for me is not an £80 million player. Krupi, not an £80 million player, but I have to start ignoring that because we need to start signing players.
Well, this is the thing. We need to sign the next best thing. Like if we miss out on, say, the man, what's his name, Kofan? Is it? I don't know how to say it. Kofan, whatever. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If we don't sign him, say, this year or next season, right, and then he bangs, and then we're going to try paying 140 million for him. We're saying, well, why didn't we get him 2 seasons ago when we knew he was good? Do you get me?
I get you. But the question with Kofan is, in my opinion, one of the two main strikers has to go for Kofan to come in, because Kai and Gyökeres are the strikers. Alvarez can come in because Alvarez can do more than striker.
But
he can play on the left, play on the right.
Are you willing to gamble that on a youngster who scored 5 goals in the German league?
I was just saying.
We're just having a conversation. I think it's just a conversation. I would rather us go with Krupi personally, because Krupi has more to his game, where he could go out on the left, he could go as the attacking midfielder, and he can play on the right as well. In all fairness to Krupi, but Kofan for me is literally just a striker. That's it. There's nothing else to. And I would rather have. Look, I'm not getting in that Arteta camp. I just would rather have versatile forwards. I personally want right backs to be a right back, left back to be a left back. I don't agree with all that bullshit. But when it comes to forwards, I do like versatility, because as a defender, if I was up against someone that I know is not necessarily a winger, it would scare me more, because I know he's going to have more tricks up his sleeve than just take me on. Because pace for pace, I will easily take out Kanchelskis. I would easily take out Limpar. But I would not be able to do the same with Robert Pires or an Henri, because they've got more to their game, if that makes sense. Because as a right back, I don't like versatile forwards, because they can do more against me. Where just a basic winger, I've got them all day, because pace-wise, I'll just hack them down. I couldn't give a monkey's ass. So,
Bobby, are we still having any discussions with Real Madrid?
Yes, constantly. I don't fucking know why.
Good.
I'll be honest.
Endrick?
It wouldn't shock me if Endrick, but it wouldn't be the reason for this. I still think it's something to do with the stadium, personally. I think it's something to do with the stadium upgrades.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make any sense that it's this long without any names dropping. So I think it's to do with, because the Bernabeu have had certain upgrades. Yeah. And I think we're trying to do those similar upgrades within the Emirates. So I think we're just kind of having conversations about.
Can we do that buy one get one free with Vinny? Like, that would help the world.
Well, again, I don't. The thing is, I as much as I would love to sign someone from Real Madrid, I don't trust Perez. I don't like the scumbag. You know, at one point Vinny was very close to leaving, then he was very close to signing a new deal. Now he's close to leaving again. I still think this is all Perez pantomime, and it's just so frustrating.
Do you think, wait, Bobby, I know we mentioned this before, but what do you reckon with regards to Vinny in terms of what happened at the Benfica clash last season? Mourinho was managing Benfica, obviously, and now he's managing Real Madrid again.
I know.
It could even be that. It could be Kylian Mbappe. He's all probably thinking, well, after what happened, why would I want to play for you?
Yeah, I'm with you on this, to be honest, mate. But this is why I don't trust Perez, because if I was a decent owner and I was appointing Mourinho, I'd say, Vinny, let's call it quits, because obviously you're not going to want to work for this prat for what he did. Let him go. But instead, he wants to play a pantomime about trying to get him to a new grill to work for someone that, I'll be honest, I wouldn't want to work for him after what he did. And I'll be honest, I think there's some other players that probably feel exactly the same. It's just horrendous.
I think we should say sod it and just go and buy Mbappe. Sod it.
I still think Mbappe is a conversation for 2 years' time, because in 2 years' time his contract will be run down, 1 year left, I think it'll be the perfect time for him to live his dream, because his dream is actually to play for Arsenal, so that's always good.
Is it
I
really?
do like that.
Like, I love that.
Yeah.
If that's
Yeah, Mbappe's dream has always been to play for Arsenal because of Henry
Yeah,
and
but
everyone
Bobby-
that we've had.
Yeah. But thanks to Mourinho, it could be 1 month, mate, not a year.
Yeah.
Well,
not being funny, mate. Not a lot of their players like him because of that game. Like,
Yeah.
honestly,
that has changed.
That's right.
I'll be honest, I didn't like Mourinho that much beforehand. After that game, I dislike him a lot. He was always an arrogant twat beforehand, but now he's just an arrogant twat with a horrible other title, in my opinion, anyway.
Bobby,
Exactly.
Mohammed,
Even Chris agrees.
Yep. I can't see many playing under Mourinho. I agree with that, Chris. I really can't. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I can't.
What were you going to say, Dale?
Mohammed asks, is your man from Atlanta, Charles
De
Cataleya?
Cataleya. Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one. I knew you'd be able to say.
Yeah.
Is he on the list?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yep. But he is, again, not just a striker. He's a versatile.
No, exactly.
So he can drop as the number 10.
He reminds me a bit of Havertz.
Yeah. He hasn't pushed on as far as I was hoping he would. But I do think at the right club, I think he can push on further. He's definitely not peaked yet. I still think there's a lot more potential in him. Because he was outstanding. Weirdly, this is quite funny, he was outstanding at Club Brugge, which is when I first noticed him. But obviously, we forget about this kind of stuff. But that's when he moved on to... Where did he go from Club Brugge?
It wasn't Atlanta, wasn't it? That's where I know that's where he is.
Did he go to... He went to Italy.
straight-
Was it Atalanta or was it AC Milan?
Oh, he's at Atlanta now.
Did he go to AC Milan? I can't remember what pathway he took.
Give me a second.
But no, he was outstanding in the Belgian league, which is when I noticed him.
He went to AC Milan,
Yeah.
and then he went along to Atlanta.
Chaz put it in the group.
Yeah.
Put it in the chat.
So yeah, I personally do think he's very good.
He get him reasonable and cheap enough as well. Probably 40 million.
Yeah, probably. He's 6'4", good height. That will please Arteta. But he's got something more about him. I just think he'll be a good link-up play. He's never going to be a winger, by the way. But at least he's versatile. He can do more than one thing.
Bobby, I've just spoken to Nick, funny enough, Geeks, and he's made such a valid point. Like, when do we get to the stage where we're not willing to hang around any longer for a decision from Alvarez? When do we get to that decision? Because
that's the 8th of August.
Right. What I don't want to happen is we wait and we wait, and then he goes to Barcelona because Atletico cave in and to pressure, and they say, right, let's go, fine, whatever, we'll take the money and we'll walk. My worry is we wait and we wait and we wait and we miss out on that player too. That then just, I think it just turns into a whirlwind.
I'm with you, and I as I said, there's a reason behind my madness of waiting till the 14th of August until we lose our shit. Because if we don't get our business done, or at least getting closer to getting our business done in the next 4 weeks, then we fucked up. But right now, I still don't think we fucked up. I just don't think we're willing to overpay for people, which is fine. I have no issues with that. I'm a Scrooge McDuck myself, so I have absolutely no issues with that. But it's true, though, because it's different when people just overpay for players. That just fucks up your club, personally. That's what I'm always speaking to Diamondo. We have not spoken to him recently. I think that's probably the best way of putting it.
He's come out now. It's because Fabrizio Dickface has come out. We're talking to Diamondo. What a plonker that guy is. Honestly, I don't even care, mate. Sue me, I don't care. What a plonker. Honestly, elite plonker.
What about Mika Gotts?
Mika Gotts actually came into the Solis conversation.
He was that level.
Yeah, without being horrible to either player, by the way. I'm not comparing either player,
of course not.
But that was the kind of profile that we were looking at. Now
Okay.
with Gots, it was we were quoted £20 million more than what we paid for Solis, which we were not going to do for a squad player.
No, but in 5 years or 3 years time, we'd probably do it.
What?
Yeah,
When
true.
he's world class.
Look, it's going to be. I think it will be one of those that we will regret, but not that badly, because we weren't going to pay 30, 55 million quid for the guy. It is.
Yeah.
The reservation at Tamasha is for 7:30. Are you up for it? What? What's going on here?
I don't know. I think
I
he
don't know
asked a
what's going
question, Bobby. He did ask a question, to be fair. Gabrielle has been asking. He said, Bobby, please, how many players are we getting? 3 forwards, 2 midfielders, 2 defenders, and a goalkeeper? Question mark.
Where's that? Sorry. So we should still be getting 3
Yeah.
forwards. I can't see that. Minimum 1 midfielder. Defenders, minimum 1, but don't be surprised with 2 for people that don't want... I see it here now. Thank you very much.
No,
and obviously we've already got Melier. So yeah, the goalkeeper's already done, unfortunately. I hope we get another one if Kepa leaves. Hang on. If Kepa leaves. If we keep Kepa, then great. I have no issues with this whatsoever, because Kepa's number 2 and Melier's number 3. Good. Keep Melier far, far away from being number 2. So yeah, still 3 forwards. I've got no issues with that. 1 midfielder definitely will happen. 1 defender guaranteed. Could be 2 though, but don't be surprised if it is 2. So Diamonde, right? Let's have a look-see, shall we?
Imagine you go onto the system, Bobby, and it's like it's in green, it's done. No,
Well, this is the thing. You do
Announced.
realise, whilst I do this, I don't pay attention to anything else that's going on.
Mate, can you imagine? Oh my god.
Let's
The
have
club
a
will be completely redeemed.
Really? What if we get Diamonde?
I don't want
No.
Diamonde, man. I'm not even
No.
going to lie about it. Like,
No,
I'm
I
still
think
so
it will be.
pissed off about Roger.
Still
I take
need
him over. I take him over. Back all though. Sorry.
I
Sorry, guys.
keep going off screen. I'm not going to lie tonight because I'm
Having a
and
fag.
I'm not even going to lie about it because I keep having a cigarette, mate. I've had about
Don't
10
blame you.
already tonight. Like, I'm so stressed.
Well,
Do not worry about it.
I'll be going to do an L live feed in a few minutes, so I can't wait. Wait.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a show Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do one. So yeah, I think that's the perfect time to wrap it up. Yeah.
No.
So a show will have to be done Wednesday. I will do the show on. We'll talk about it Wednesday.
Has there been good news or bad news, Bobby, on your system, mate? Which is why you're calling for a show on Wednesday. I don't think I don't, because I can make myself available, but I might not.
But you won't want to be if it's bad news.
Considering on what your answer's just about to be.
I think we're reacting. Not sure how people will react to it, but we'll see.
No.
We'll see. Right, so show will be Wednesday. There'll be one next Saturday, and obviously the Premier League show will be on Friday night, as always. But I will give you an extra show on Wednesday because it looks like Arsenal are reacting.
Reacting in a good way or a
They're
bad way?
reacting to, as I said, we need to get some good positive PR out there, and I think we're trying
Marcus
to do that now.
Rashford, here we come. Marcus Rashford, here we go.
Right,
Oh, my
guys,
God.
appreciate we've gone way over 2 hours, by the way. I do apologise to
It was a
everyone
good
watches this
discussion
back.
tonight. It was a good discussion tonight.
It was, to be fair. Neil, where can they find you, my friend?
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Sorry about a few of my rants this evening. I hope you guys realise that it's all love for the club, and obviously for you guys in the chat, we do try and bring you everything we can. Things happen. All I can say is, it is what it is. We move on after the crash out tonight. I'll meet you all in the Discord because I'm about to go in there and crash out myself. But other than that, guys, obviously great to have OG, Dylan, and the wonderful Bobby, who, keeps giving us good and bad news. But nonetheless, we love you, Bobby, and we appreciate everything you do for us. Everyone in the chat, again, appreciate everyone that's made the effort to come on. We know it's not been the greatest of news tonight, but we're hoping that Arsenal are going to react with a Sterling signing or something by Wednesday. Let's see. And yeah, appreciate everything. You can find me in the Discord, get into it. Probably not tonight. I'd probably hold off tonight, but maybe tomorrow or something, get into the Discord. And yeah, appreciate everyone.
Thank you, mate. PB, where can they find you, my friend?
Yeah, as always, people, thanks for having me on. Dylan, Neil's always big up you guys. Love you guys. Big up the chat as always. And of course, Chris, some great jokes in there as always. But you can find me on my own channel, Brenny K74. I have been more active in the last week or so. It's more just been talking about the World Cup. I'll see what happens tomorrow. I may do a little something tomorrow. Maybe discuss the World Cup final if I'm in the mood for it. But yeah, you can also find me on Instagram Threads. You can find me on X as well. And I do gate crash the Discord sometimes. You know what I mean? I feel like what's that Owen Wilson movie? Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like when Wedding Crashers or Party Crashers? Some movie they did years ago. So yeah, Wedding Crashers, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, I feel like I crashed at the Discord, except no one's getting married. But you know what I mean? So yeah, but big up, man. Big up to yourselves, and thank you for having me on.
Thank you, mate. What about you, Dill? Where can they find you, my friend?
They can find me here on the Football Takeover Discord X. Yeah, it's honestly, I know it's just I'm just trying to think here how what to actually say.
Sorry, it weren't you, Dylan. I won't laugh at you.
No, it's fine. I'm actually trying to think what to say because I just don't want people coming for you, Bobby, because they don't understand or are new to what you actually do.
I'm the same.
So people say you've been telling us since May about Rodgers. Things happen in transfers. People can say, "Oh, look, he doesn't know what he's talking about X, Y, and Z." We know what you're talking about. We know what you do.
Yeah.
So it's just to the people that don't trust Bobby yet, believe me, you don't want to be anywhere else. And that's you can listen to his ITKs that he's always listened to, and you can listen to Romano and Ornstein and everything else. They'll tell you what you want to hear. That's fair enough. But this is the place. This place is just like miles ahead of the media. Like as I said, we knew about Rodgers in May that we were meant to be getting him. Within 24 hours, he's gone to Chelsea. Shit happens. I'm sorry, but shit does happen. But look, I'm the positive one now. All of a sudden, so you know.
I know it's freaking me out. It still is.
I think it's because I'm after having the baby. I think I'm just like
And good on you, mate. How is the little one doing? Firstly,
brilliant.
That's
brilliant.
But also, secondly, if anyone wants to come after Brenny, hit me up, mate. Because you got to go through me first. So anyone wants to do that, hit me up on X. Do whatever you got to do. Go through me first, mate. Because tell me now, you literally will. Yeah, you won't have a fun time. Put it that way.
Can I not say goodbye without you interrupting me, Dotty?
Sorry, mate. I love you. I love you. I'll give you a cuddle, mate. I'll give you a cuddle. When I come and knock on your front door, mate, because I'm in Ireland and I want to have fun.
No, I'm going to Spain that day. When you come to Ireland, actually, I'm going to go to England.
Not really. You know you want to meet up with me, don't you, Dill? You just got to do it behind your wife's back because apparently she doesn't like.
No, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. That makes it seem weird. Don't do that.
Yeah, it does. It does sound weird. I'll be honest. Anyway, But I will be doing a show midweek. It should be Wednesday. I'm pretty sure I should be able to do one Wednesday. It's just one of those things that. It doesn't happen very often that I get surprised by a transfer not going through. But these are why they're in green and are not just completed. It's just what happens in the final ends. That's why I've always done 99.9. I don't do here we goes because here we goes is not 100% done either. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. For people that don't listen because unfortunately I do talk about the women's game as well, and so far all the women have been accurate. with some extras. We've had some cherries on the top as well, not just the ones I've mentioned.
One second, Bobby, before you go. Is
Yes,
the
mate.
PSG captain linked to Arsenal? I can't think of my name now. It's going to annoy me now.
What's the PSG?
Sorry, because I seen it earlier, and I think it was. Oh, give me a second. I'll find it. Sorry, I know it's the end of the show. That was no for the women. Sorry, Brady,
For the women's game.
Oh, the women. The women. I was going to say.
Kachawi.
No, not Kachawi.
Yeah,
her and is it? Where is she now? It's going to annoy me. Elsa, is it? She's
Elsa. You're talking about bloody.
All right, mate. We know you've got children, mate. You don't stop watching Frozen, all right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Watching too much of Frozen.
I'll tell you what, Bobby.
Let it go, man. Let it go, man.
I say the only PSG captain I can think of is that Sakina. Sakina Karchawi. I think that's the PSG captain.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, Kachawi.
But she's a fullback, which we wouldn't need.
Oh, okay.
Because we've already got Baum and we've already got Battle. I'll be surprised if we get her. It's not a position unless we're going to keep Catley at left at centre back, which I'd rather go and sign Nicholas Bentner again. If I'm not being honest,
Kachawi can actually play as a winger as well, Bobby. She has for France. Yes.
I'll say you've probably watched France more than I do.
It was actually when they played Ireland. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You see, I follow the women's sport too.
No,
brilliant.
That's very good.
And
okay. So if she can play as a left forward, then that would make sense.
Yes, I thought because if they missed out from, I can't say her name, but the woman from Barcelona.
Paralelo. Yeah, Paralelo.
Yes.
Yeah, because we do want to get another forward in. So if she can play, because I thought she was a left back, so my bad. So technically she's like Kate McCabe then.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that would make sense. But we've already got Baum and Batul. If she plays left wing and she does it very comfortably, then great. What time will the stream be on Wednesday? They will always be at 6:45. It gives me 2 hours to be able to do the stream because currently I'm overrunning, which means my son's having a extra little time whilst awake. So I do need to wrap it up. So I will say bye-bye. Thank you everybody that's been involved. We've nearly hit 1,000 people watching live.
Fantastic.
We will talk on Wednesday and hopefully no more bad news. Hopefully it's just positive news on Wednesday, but because of this situation today, I'm going to give you an extra show. So hopefully we can find some positives somewhere deep, deep somewhere hidden. But I will do some digging and I will try and find some positive news for Wednesday. Hopefully it's positive. But guys, appreciate everybody, and I'll see you very, very soon. Take it easy and try and enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.
Bye bye.